Shop one of the area's largest Kia inventories at greenwaykias.com. With our Greenway all-in price, what you see online is what you pay. No games, no additional fees, just total transparency. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit. Offer expires 5/5/26.
In this edition of the Marketer's Report, Giovanni Martinez, Senior Director of Marketing and Innovation for Avocados from Mexico, speaks on audio's reach.
We know how powerful is audio. I mean, with the frequency, the reach that you can generate with that component is something that we always have as an add-on in our campaigns.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live conversations, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Looking for a workout that doesn't feel like a workout? At Crush Yard, wellness is all about movement, connection, and fun, no matter your skill level. Whether you've never picked up a paddle or you play every week, pickleball gets your body moving and your stress levels down. Add in great food, refreshing drinks, and a social atmosphere, and it's wellness you actually want to show up for. Learn more at CrushYard.com.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mall of Millennia, and Waterford Lakes. Online, shop IDC.com.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. You guys know I've renovated a few homes in my life, and I will tell you, the one thing I don't mess with is plumbing, and here's why. You make a mistake there, it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. That is one of the main reasons I lean on my friends at Modern Plumbing Industries. Employee-owned and in business since 1975, and they can handle it all. All plumbing service, drain and sewer service, water heater services, gas services, and water treatment services, and that's just where it begins. Contact Modern Plumbing Industries today at 407-327-6000 or learn more at modernpi.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Orlando, it's time for the next generation to bring the noise. This Sunday at 4 p.m., the Orlando Storm hosts Junior Storm Day at Inter & Co Stadium. Bring the kids for a family-friendly game day packed with football, fun, and non-stop energy. Plus, the first 5,000 fans score an exclusive inaugural season commemorative coin. Tickets start at just $16 and get a family 4-pack including food and drink for just $119. Get yours now at uflstorm.com/tickets. That's uflstorm.com/tickets. Be there when the storm strikes.
Have you been to Wassey's Meat Market yet? Wassey's Meat Market has hand-cut, never frozen quality meats. And they've been right here in Melbourne for over 30 years. Choose choice and prime domestic Wagyu, Australian Wagyu, and A5 Japanese Wagyu beef. Wassey's also offers sides, appetizers, and pies. Did I mention that everything is homemade, which will make your meal even more special? Stop at Wassey's Meat Market from 9 to 6 and Sundays from 10 to 4 at 830 North Wickham Road in Melbourne. That's Wassey's Meat Market.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, RICH. 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 Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie starts now.
It is Friday, May 1st, 2026. Lots to get to today, from the JPMorgan Sex Lawsuit to office phone bans are spreading in the United States, and the new movie that's going to lose $150 million at the box office, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. C-Lane is here.
Hello.
So is Josh.
Good day.
And you are too. Join us with the dispatch today. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What happened? What's going
checking. Hold on. Allow me to check the record to make sure this is correct. Yeah, it's we got a last-minute message right before the show started today. It's from that kid who destroyed his PlayStation 5. Let's see what he said.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
Yeah! We did it, everybody! Welcome in on a Friday. Pat yourself on the back. You made it here. They said you couldn't do it, but look at you go. You made it through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived here on the show. How's everybody doing on a Friday?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. How are you?
I think you got a problem, man.
Me?
Yeah.
I have a problem.
Yeah, I'm just saying it as clear as I can at the beginning of the show. I think you have a problem.
What do you think I have a problem with?
Oh, you know.
You can't go 6 hours without having a pickle beer, man. Like you
Oh my
can't
gosh.
go...
I didn't plan beer of the week today.
Oh, I didn't plan to wake up and have a pickle beer with breakfast, and I didn't plan on having a pickle beer with dinner last night, and I can't, like, there's an obvious problem.
Hater.
That is growing right now, and Josh doesn't want to say it to your face. He doesn't want to tell you this, but it's so clear and
I'm sorry
obvious.
that I brought fun things for secret shows last night.
I'm just saying you got like a little bit of a problem on the pickle beer front.
I have a problem, but it's not pickle beer.
No, it's not. Is it me? Is it,
You're picking up what I'm putting down. Huh?
Yeah, there we go.
Smell
Look,
what I'm stepping in.
It's Friday, but I'm still paying attention over here. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a woman in a parking garage, everybody.
Yay.
And I wanna stretch this out into a conversation that requires your input. All right, you're hanging out with us today. I want to know, is there something that triggers you like this? Like there's something, like I played the audio of this morning in my office, and I'm looking for curse words and stuff. And Courtney says, shouldn't tell a woman to calm down. And I go, obviously the first thing I said was, well, calm down. And then she got mad. She literally got mad. Like it escalated quickly. You shouldn't tell a woman to calm down, she said. Not the first time that I've heard that. I want to know for all of you, is there something that somebody can say to you where you go, that's it, I'm going to explode right now? Because that's what happened to this lady. They told her to calm down. She rented a car seat for her child, and things did not go well. Let's listen in.
To you, I rented car seats from you for my babies, and they do not function. And you reek of marijuana.
All right, you can see it. Her arms are swinging around. She's doing the function. She's really pronouncing like absolutely
not gonna
everything.
lie, her saying function the way she did gave me just a little bit of a skip. You know, just a little
tiny.
Yeah.
No, it's conjunction junction function. That's what she's getting at here. She's very angry And Farrellkin says, oh my God, her body language is too much. Someone told this woman to calm down. All right.
Ooh,
so reserve judgment. And I know there's something like this that sets you off. Like Sea Witch says, tell me to smile and I will kill you where you stand. There's something like this for absolutely everyone. If you tell C-Lane, no, you can't have another pickle beer. Just complete explosion. Yeah, like a star, like a supernova star. He explodes. So let's go back to this lady. I'll bring this back to the beginning since I blabbed here.
To you, I rented car seats from you for my babies, and they do not function. And you reek of marijuana, so I don't think I'm the one who needs to chill out more. I think you're fully ill. You're risking my children's life, and you can call me a Karen and call me whatever, but do not tell me to calm down.
Don't tell her to calm down, okay?
She seems nice.
Ardna says, relax. Never tell a woman to relax. That's another one. I want to know from you guys today, what are there's things like this where if somebody says it to you, you're like, I didn't want to go nuclear today. I didn't want to go nuclear, but it's going to happen because you did that thing. You know, people use like trigger words too much, and they're like usually trying to censor some sort of content that they're putting out there. But literally, there are words that set people off like this, and this lady
They're
has
gonna have
been
to
set
start
off.
putting it on social media as C-LM down.
Yeah, please censor it. Yeah. All right, she keeps going.
Because I relied on your company for my children's well-being, and you failed.
Okay.
Okay. Have a blessed one.
Bless you and your soul.
She said, on the way out, I'll bring that back just in case you didn't catch that. He said, have a blessed one. And she said, God bless you and your soul.
But you like that she said those words, but you could kind of get a different meaning, right? You know?
Yeah, your soul is your soul. She wanted to say something else, I think.
And you failed.
Okay. Have a blessing.
God bless you and your soul.
Yeah, God bless you and your soul, everybody, on a Friday.
See, now that the God bless you and your soul thing, she was already losing there. She already looks crazy. She probably should have calmed down.
Don't
when the guy told her to calm down. But it reminds me of my wife and I have a thing we do during the holidays where we say mean Merry Christmases to each other.
Oh, really?
Like if we're kind of bickering.
Merry Christmas.
If we're bickering or if we're kind of like pushing each other's buttons or something, and I want to say go F yourself, I will say Merry Christmas, but the intention is go F yourself, and she picks it up. Like it's
Merry Christmas.
I go, listen, hey. Merry Christmas.
So it's all in the delivery.
Yeah.
It's like, God bless your soul. But that's not what you mean.
I don't think that she meant at the moment that she wanted God to bless him and his soul. Maybe she did.
I'm trying to think of the thing for me that really just sets me off like that. There's a
We're
couple
off
of
the
things.
air right now.
Oh, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, that's one of them where I'll be like, and then I stop talking. I don't know what that says about me as a human. Why would I talk if it wasn't on the air? What would I even do here? That is one that sets me off. I can't even imagine what would set Josh off.
Nothing.
I can't even imagine. You know what? As a matter of fact, social experiment. Beyond you just telling us what sets you off, like chill out or all those different things that might set you off. Try to set Josh off. All right, let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get a reaction out of Mr. Fowler. Let's see if we can get a reaction out of him on the show today with your dispatches, all right? Send yours over at thenewsjunkie.com. A lot of things going on that we're going to get into, but one thing I wanted to hit right off the jump. How would you react to this if it happened right at your work, in your workplace? They could be doing this starting very, very soon. And the story is...
The JPMorgan thing?
Not that. We're going to get to that. Boy, is that a great story. God almighty. That is a doozy of a story. The whole sex lawsuit from JPMorgan. We'll get to that in just a bit. But this story is about phone bans that are spreading in the United States of America, not at schools. We've talked about this happening at schools and it being very successful at schools. One of the things I did not think of, oh, somebody saying Pallet Man could set Josh off, possibly. Maybe not. One of the things I did not think of was that people would go, this works so well at schools. The kids pay more attention. They're renting more books out of the library. They are focused in class. The kids are getting better grades. When they're not distracted by their cell phones, the schools operate better, and it's just better for absolutely every student on campus. They literally go back to the old school way of paying attention because they're not distracted by their phones. I didn't think that bosses around the United States of America would hear the sound of my voice, would see these stories and go, if it works in class, I bet it works in the office. But that's what they're looking to do right now. And a growing number of employees cannot come to the phone right now as companies increasingly lock away devices or enforce strict workplace bans on using your phone. Major companies across all industries are grappling with smartphones in an effort to curb employee distractions while tightening protections for sensitive information. Now, there's many different companies that are doing this. They're doing the cell phone pouches that C-Lane talked about the other day. What's that company?
And it's the one that's
something
that they use at a lot of the comedy shows. So
comedy shows, concerts. They make you lock away your phone. They're doing it at the office. The Yonder lock boxes, all these different things. So I ask of you, if your boss came to you and said, hey, new office policy, no cell phones. Like you cannot bring your cell phone, your iPhone, your Android, whatever, into the office. You're not allowed to do it. We're banning them at the office. What do? What's your response? Somebody said if my job did that, I would quit. I think a lot of people would. I think a lot of people are like, hey, you want to do this to me? I can't be away from my phone from 9 to 5. What are you, crazy?
I feel like it kind of depends on the job, though, right?
Yeah.
Like some jobs, I'm trying to imagine how that would go down in a place like here. And I think,
good.
A lot of the sales staff, like they need their phones to, make the money, to do the business. You got to have phones.
Well, I mean, what if they went over to Just Call Mo and said every employee, including Joshua Fowler, no phones during work hours. We're shutting it down. We want you guys to be more efficient. We're paying you, and we're not paying you to screw around and scroll through social media feeds.
Good luck.
We're not paying for that. I want to know what your reaction would be. Kevin on YouTube says, as long as I can stream the News Junkie from my laptop, I'll be okay. First they came for your cell phones, then they came for the News Junkie, right?
And then there was no one left to stand up for us.
That's right. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Tell us what you would do if your boss said, here's the deal. We've seen it working at school. Phone bans are spreading across the U.S. workplace. And now I don't want you on your phone at all work day. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Now, you probably actually need yours during the show. Yeah, I can't have them take it away from you. But everybody.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even log into my email with that if they had locked away my phone.
Oh yeah, I'd be screwed. yeah. There's a million things I would be able to do during the show.
The two-factor authentication.
Give us your thoughts. Give us your emails as well. Tips, TIPS, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll work through that today. Huge lines as people wait for the president to speak in the villages. Can't imagine waiting in lines for much of anything, especially this. Overnight in tents. Living in a tent overnight so you can watch a politician speak. What's going on is people were waiting all night long for this. We'll talk about that. And then one of the craziest videos of the week leads us off. It's pretty explosive, I'll warn you. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-7...
Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, you say? Yes, indeed. Behind the scenes. Oh, hang on. Banana Man. Banana Man, work that camera. I want you on point today.
But have you heard of CARMA? It's like karma, but on the road. So
Shouts out to our new cameraman, Banana Man. He will be the one following me around the studio today. Hey YouTube, hey Twitch, hey TMJ chat. How many of you would literally quit if your boss said no phones in the office at all? How many of you would literally quit your job? Yes or no? Would you quit your job if the boss told you no more phones just like that? I work from home. See, that's a blessing with stuff like this starting to catch on a little bit. Nah, gonna want to pay raise? I'm gone for a week and we lost another cameraman? That ain't my fault. I think a lot of people would not deal with that, would not take that very well if you tried to institute that. No cell phones for employees. Now I ask you, what are those words that trigger you? Like calm down. There's one for me, I know it. I know there's one for me. I get mildly triggered for various reasons by Face for Radio. Because I think it's the most corny radio thing. Like in the world of radio, it's the most corny thing you can say to a radio person is like Face for Radio. That mildly triggers me. It is what it is. Hands for radio? Come on. Anytime someone tells me I'm wrong. Hello? Where's Lady Dog? Folks, Lady Dog is at the vet right now. She's not here. She will be here before the end of the show, though. And she'll have a cone on her head. This is going to be embarrassing. All right. See you later. Bye. Be safe. Lady Dog had to go to the vet this morning. She is not going to be happy with us. She's at the vet right now. Now, the vet did call after doing the procedure to fix her. The vet did call and say that it went well. But then they said it was going to be 10 to 15 days that Lady the dog has to wear a cone on her head. Which is nightmarish. So, some of the folks in TNJ chat, including shout out to Sea Witch for this, were nice enough to say, like, hey, here's a great option for dogs that have gotten out of surgery and they don't have to wear the cone. There's like a little outfit they can wear. So we Amazoned one of those, and it's going to be here around 5 o'clock. So after a couple hours, she'll be able to pop that on. The cone is shame, yeah. She's going to look so cute. I mean, I don't know what to do. This morning I was like, God forbid. God forbid. They've been telling us to do it for a long time. But I couldn't live with myself if we got some really bad news. Sean, see if a donut style coat is more comfortable? I'll look into that. I appreciate that. Now calm down. Okay? I appreciate your comment, but calm down. All right, relax. Chill out a little bit. Jeez. And does it kill you to smile every once in a while? 90 seconds, and we're back live on the show. Oh, that's what Lady's going to look like, too. The cone on the head. Hope she's doing okay. She's going to be freaked out. Sounds like a good reason to throw Sea Witch some start. I say so, yeah. Sad for Lady, Kokomo lost his balls. I missed the 2 little cocoa nuts. What do I do with that? Some say John has a way with words sometimes, you might say. All caps, and a way with words, you might say. All right, here we go. We're coming back right now.
The United States will not stand by and allow any power to take over another country.
One city, a divided country, and the war that tore America apart.
There's a fire coming to this country, and it's going to burn out everything.
Search Saigon on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, RICH. R-I-C-H. Rich. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
Newsroom. Calm down. You need to smile a bit more. Relax, will ya?
You smell like marijuana.
I'm trying to see how many people I can set off here, right? We could send those waves out into the world here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the world's most viral newsroom. We were talking about the lady who had this meltdown, and the guy had told her to calm down, and she just exploded on this guy in a parking garage in this pretty epic rant. It happens. So I'm sure some of these words get to you from time to time. Let us know what they are.
It's a video that I wish was longer because I would be very curious to see what her demeanor was before she was told to calm down. Like, was calm down the button that you know, the destruct button?
It was the straw that broke the camel's back, C-Lane. That's what it was. Yeah, it was like, you know, have you ever had your wife explode on you when...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, vice versa.
Maybe she gets mad at you and you go, God, the thing she got upset about was so tiny. Why would she get upset about that thing? And what you don't realize is your wife has been like pushing it to the side all week long.
Yes.
And then the little thing that you did, like maybe you left the remote in the kitchen or something, and that's the thing that sets her off. And then you make her even more mad by going, why are you so angry over remotes? Why are you so angry that I left it in the kitchen? And she's like, oh, God. That's what I think was happening here. There was one little thing that just pushed her over the edge. She was upset. And I'm sure you've been like that before. Let us know what you think. Let's send you to another viral story here. This is absolutely wild, and I'm going to give you the details on it in just a second. Happened in Queens, New York, okay?
Hey, yo, I'm walking here.
That's where we're at, Josh. We're in Queens, New York.
Thank you.
These officers arrived at this home in New York City. It is 2:42 a.m. They got some information that a man named Anrup Parasaram, I don't know who this guy is. Sounds Indian. Anrup Parasaram, the guy who they were looking for, 50 years old, he arrived intoxicated and armed with a knife. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And they said, it's a strange thing to say, hell yeah, that, but yeah.
Cool guy en route.
I'm not going to judge you, Josh. I'm going to leave it at that. So he went into this apartment where his wife, daughter, and 2 grandchildren lived, right? He's at this apartment with them. And he keeps bringing in these garbage bags with a bunch of canisters and stuff. Nobody knew what was happening. But the cops arrived for this guy, and they were trying to get everybody in the house safe. And here's what happened. Now, watch closely if you're on YouTube or Twitch. Listen up, everybody else. Here goes nothing.
Yeah.
All right, just to bring you up to speed, since you're just hearing crash noises.
I could see it, and I have no clue what happened.
The cops went up to the front door of the house, and the entire house exploded. Absolutely and completely exploded as these cops went up to it.
I'm going to take back my hell yeah now.
You already said it. You said hell yes.
No, on Roop.
You're on the radar supporting on Roop, who blew up this house when the cops arrived. Right there, you hear.
That's nuts.
Yo.
Whole front of the house blew off.
Yo. You all right?
Chaos out front.
The guy just lit the house on fire. We got an explosion.
You are way too calm, bro.
The house is just gone, basically.
Wow.
Like, the whole facade of the house is just completely destroyed, and there was cops all over the place when this guy blew the place up.
6 Sergeant. FD. You guys good?
They're trying to make sure everybody's okay. Oh, little guy. Smoke is pouring out of the house as the mom is right here, I believe. The mom is just handing kids to the police officers because her house just exploded with her. The kids just keep coming. All right, so bottom line, good news in this situation. None of those people died, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was okay. That's good news. Josh's buddy died in the back and forth here. 50-year-old on Rip on Roop, he died. And all 11 residents who were in the building when it set off a 5-alarm blaze and collapsed the building made it out safely. He died in the basement of the house. Holy cow. Absolutely wild that anybody survived that at all. Just pretty crazy to see. Okay, the other thing I was talking about, and I'll make this into a larger discussion here on the show because that's kind of one of the things we do. But there was people who were waiting this week in the Villages. Now, if you don't know where the Villages is, maybe you're listening in Albany, Rochester, I don't know, wherever you're listening, all over the place. If you're listening outside of Orlando, Florida, there's a place called the Villages. It's pretty interesting. Look it up. Lots of interesting YouTube videos on it. It's basically isn't it one of the biggest cities now or something?
I think it's getting there. It's a huge retirement community, I thought.
It grows and grows and grows and grows. And it's all of these people in this huge retirement community with like their own shopping centers and bars and nightlife and all for old people in the Villages. I think they even have their own radio station.
They do. I forgot. Yeah.
We got to get on that.
We do. Yeah, we would love to be on in the Villages. Radio. We could do Village Radio. I know we could, folks out there. Let us have a chance here.
Brought to you by Bob's Golf Carts.
They're big on golf carts in the Villages. That's another thing, people. That's like part of their community is golf carts and swinging. That's
Loofahs.
The things that they're known for. Yeah, loofahs and swinging and golf carts are a big deal in the Villages. I guess Trump is too, because Trump was making an appearance in the area. Now, the first thing I heard about this, I went all over the place emotionally in my response to this person who sent an email to me. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Somebody had sent me an email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and they said, here it is, Michelle emailed the show. And she says, hey, Sean and C-Lane, I'm a day behind on the podcast. My kids go to the Villages charter school. The other day, many parents, including me, read a newspaper and saw that Trump will be giving a speech at my son's high school on Friday during school hours. So many parents called in worried about this, and they said the school ended up canceling school for all of the students. They said, way to go, fellow parents, Michelle. And when I got Michelle's email, I was like, well, I mean, if the president of the United States is coming to your school and is going to do a speech in front of the kids or something, that my first reaction is like, that's an interesting experience for kids. Let your kid be there. Like, we don't have to do this whole thing. Like, you can't even be in the presence of the president or something. But then I thought, and it's a legit argument to make, like so many crazies are trying to shoot this guy that I wouldn't blame you if you were a parent. You're like, well, the guy who everybody's trying to shoot at is now going to my kid's school. And I could see that. I can make sense of that argument. You know what I mean? Like, if my child is at a school and then somebody who's being targeted nonstop, crazy people coming out of the woodwork trying to kill this person, that person's going to go to my kid's
He's just trying
school.
to sit in front of the kids and read the pet goat.
Right. I mean, not many people were trying to take off old W back in the day, or Obama or somebody. But I think it's like a legitimate thing to be scared of if you find somebody's being targeted all the time and that person's going to be around your kids. We've had this kind of stuff before. I'll tell you a little story. All right. There was a problem in the building at iHeart one time. We were hosting a tiny little contest on the show to see who could draw Muhammad the best. And it turns out that inflames people, right? And so a bunch of ladies from iHeart were upset, and they wanted to get out of the building. They were not fans of this. They thought that they were in danger. They're like, being near Sean, that's me, is putting us in danger today. And I thought to myself, they're not totally wrong, right? You know, they're not completely and totally wrong. They legitimately have a gripe here. So the first thing that I thought was like,
I
well,
felt
let the
zero
kids...
danger. I just,
Yeah, you were drawing. You were doing it. That's a true story. People were crazy, right? And they were reacting saying Sean is a dangerous person to be around in this moment. And I thought, okay, a little bit bitch made, but fine. I understand what you're saying. In the case of all the crazies constantly trying to assassinate the president, well, yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I would get why you wouldn't want the president maybe around your kids. The other thing that got my attention was people camped out. Like, they camped out for this. They popped up tents. They were staying overnight in a little tiny Walmart tent on the side of the road so that they could get into this event.
I saw the news there this morning, and there was one guy who was waving just the biggest Trump flag that you could find, I think. Just the thing was massive.
Yeah.
He was just walking it around. I'm like, you're going to be here for a while waving this flag, man.
Yeah.
That's the cost of freedom, baby.
That is the cost of freedom, I think, sometimes. But that guy... Did they say that he waited overnight or no?
I don't know if he waited overnight, but the sun was quite low when
he was already there
doing this shot. Yeah,
he's already there. He's probably camping out with some of these people. Somebody says they were definitely having sex in those tents. I don't know about that, but is there anything that you would wait in a tent overnight for? Is there anything at all? Like, I can't think of a damn thing that I would have on my radar where I'd be like, oh, this is coming up. And I'll stay in a tent overnight. Maybe for Courtney, my lovely partner Courtney, would have probably stayed overnight in a tent for those tickets to the Ulta event that all the women didn't get. That was a frustrating thing for her and so many other people who were trying to get those. But other than that, like, I could not see myself waiting in a tent overnight for almost anything. Cosidius says Grand Theft Auto 6. Maybe, but you wouldn't have to for that. Somebody says Ice Panda. Sure, greatest band in the world. Yeah, our band. Yeah, I think you would. Yeah, that would work. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right. That's for weekends.
I think something exclusive, maybe.
Yeah.
Like
what? Like,
I didn't wait in a tent overnight, but I waited quite a few hours. You had to get in line because they were only letting, I think, 100 people in to see Jason Mraz play at a CD store or like a record store.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a crappy store for a second. Not a CD store.
No.
CD store.
At a CD record store.
Not like in a seedy neighborhood.
No.
Some
Park Ave
ruffians.
CDs.
That's a cool store.
Yeah.
But would you put up a tent and straight up like wait overnight?
Overnight, that's hard.
When's the next Wasson roast? All tented for that? You don't do 2 roasts to the same person.
You got to give some breathing room there.
Like, you think I'm going to do a yearly roast of me? Just every year. Everybody get it out. Go ahead.
It's not a bad idea.
No, it is a bad idea.
Plenty
yes.
of material, buddy.
It is a bad idea. 100%.
I already
It's a
have one
bad
joke written. I just got to make sure I write it down.
All right, here's this. Emails coming in. Somebody says, of all the things you're not supposed to say, here's one that sticks with me. Never call a woman crazy because she will say, I'm not crazy, and then do something crazy like throw a can of soup at your head. This is what he says.
Experience
I think,
there.
sir, if you share that meme with anybody but me, you're probably going to get, a talking to at the very least.
Or
and
a
you
souping.
Probably,
You're going to get a
souping.
run by souping.
And the souping is headed your way and you deserve it. All right? It's something that's headed your way and you deserve it.
Chunky.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. What was that?
Chunky.
Is that a commercial? Or
It's
is that
it's the kind of soup that, you know.
No, I know it's a kind of soup.
What kind
but
of soup, Ollie?
All right, Josh got the joke.
Do they? Is it from Family Guy?
Yes,
What?
it is.
Okay. All right, okay. Here's an email. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Only thing I know from Ollie from Family Guy is going to be "It's going to rain."
Right.
All right. That's the one. Email coming in from Hoover. Sean and Celine, happy Friday. The whole JPMorgan drama is pretty messed up. Because it's a woman sexually assaulting a man, Western media won't cover it as much.
So true.
As hot as that lady is, how come they kept the employee anonymous, not her? Innocent until proven guilty. Love the show, they said. Thank you for the email, Hoover.
Well,
appreciate that.
They didn't keep the employee anonymous. They unmasked this guy.
Yeah, they did. And also, I think the guy's crazy. So when you say this is messed up, it's not going to get enough attention in the Western media or whatever, like I'm sympathetic to your argument in some ways, like I'm sympathetic to any argument, but I'm dismissing it because I think this person was just a lunatic. Like I think this person was just crazy, and the claims he had against this woman are not only unhinged, but they're also coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekend.
How about that tease, huh? How about that tease? Somebody says, I would gladly have slept in my truck bed tent for disc camp. That's worth waiting in a tent for. Worth it 100. Very nice, kind words there for the disc camp event. Hey everybody, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skull Mike activated.
Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy.
Shouts out to Unhinged, right? Hey Mando, hey Modern Celtic, hey Kurt, Florida. Arnott says, believe all men. I believe all no one. I believe all no one. I listen when people have something to say. I evaluate whether or not I should believe or care about the thing that person is going to say, and then I act. That's the best way to do it, I think. Don't believe any Arnotts? I've camped out of my car for rocket launches and shuttle launches. I think 12 hours was the longest, all for the possibility of a launch. That is a cool thing, though. That is a pretty cool thing to witness. Still never been in person, but I would. Yearly Sean roast on his birthday? That's only 25 days away. I will not be celebrating my birthday on May 26th, okay? I will not. I refuse to be 45. Hey, Swamp Fox in South Carolina. Good to see you, buddy. Good to have you on board. Everybody, if you would do me a big favor, if you're on YouTube in particular, just take a second and hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you can catch up with the stream every day when we're doing the show. Thank you. I appreciate you. Like the idea you would wait overnight in a tent for a politician. Miss me with that shit. Original Xbox, PS2 and 3. It seems like you don't have to wait for most things like that anymore. Those days are gone for the most part. Stand by. Oh shoot, I gotta write that down. Hang on. Very quick.
JustCallMo.com or 1-800-CALL-MO. This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing.
Okay, cool. 90 seconds and we're back live. How you doing?
Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free...
I'm having lunch with AJ and you are not. Unless you want to join us, then call me. Count me in. The people at the Villages are waiting for the clown show.
What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Ready to upgrade to the
Abraham Dragon Friend asking a very important question about this JPMorgan lawsuit. But I'll have to wait until we come back to explain it to you. The lawsuit is a doozy, and the guy behind the lawsuit is an even bigger doozy. Let's get into the details. JPMorgan Sex Lawsuit has the internet talking. Let's chat. All right, here we go.
November 15th through the 19th. Catch performances from Sublime, Yellow Wolf, Co-Defendants. Food, drink, comedy, and of course live music.
Copyright. Here we go.
Catch performances from Sublime, Yellow Wolf, Co-Defendants.
Food and drink, comedy, and of course live music. All on board a badass cruise ship. To win, just listen to this station on the iHeartRadio app.
Tap the contest tab and enter to win.
Learn more at SublimeCruise.com.
Winner must be 21 or older. Prize provided by Six Man Ltd.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
Radio.
Helping to spread awareness, or whatever the new buzz term is. We're not actually doing anything.
Right. The sexiest, weirdest piece of news that we've come across here, at least in the last week or so here on the show. This JPMorgan lawsuit is so insane, so ridiculous, and has everybody talking. It's about this woman. Is this woman the CEO of JPMorgan? And I don't say that, I don't mean that to be demeaning in any way, but she looks quite young to be the CEO.
You don't think women can be CEOs?
It's not about her being a woman, Sealand. She just looks, look at her. Here, this is the lady I'm talking about. She looks quite young to be the CEO of JPMorgan, but I think she might be. I think that might be the case.
Executive.
All right, so
sure which kind.
She's an executive at JPMorgan. Trust me when I say that means this lady right here is making good money.
Oh, yeah.
She's doing real well, right, at JPMorgan. You also have to manage a bunch of people. And when you manage a bunch of people, you're going to end up managing a bunch of weirdos at some point. At least some of them will be weirdos. And one of these guys that this woman was managing filed a lawsuit against her, this executive at JPMorgan. And
she's 37 years old.
Is he? Okay, she's 37 years old. I'll give you a little bit of the lawsuit here. The guy says that he was sexually harassed by this executive over at JPMorgan. Now, my problem with this is when you look at the woman who's the executive at JPMorgan and look at the guy she allegedly sexually harassed, it doesn't add up. Something seems wrong. You're going, wait, what? Well, okay, this woman.
What, you think he's too ugly to be sexually harassed?
By her, yes.
You're victim shaming.
I do. I mean, I just look at her, I'm like, would he be her pick? I don't know. I don't think that this guy would be her pick. I don't think that that's who she would pick. And there's lots of evidence that this guy's just crazy and he was making stuff up. I'm not just saying that. I'll give you some of the information.
Well, if he made all this up, he's a very creative
boy,
guy.
Is he.
Because there's some stuff in here.
Some heaters.
Hajdini is the guy's last name. Hajdini is this Indian dude who says the executive at JPMorgan sexually harassed him. He says in the lawsuit, there were sexual advances on this woman that he rebuffed. He said he was not interested. So he says this woman is going, hey, I want to have sex with you. And no is his answer. Like, please get out of here. What are you thinking? Do you want to get promoted at year end or not? The person was warned, right? Do you want a future at JPMorgan? It's that simple. I don't know why you're fighting this. Hajdini is her, I guess, right? Is that her last name?
Yeah.
Her last name is Hajdini. He's not announced in the lawsuit. His name is just Doe in the lawsuit, John Doe. But his name has come out. So Hajdini is her. So inside of it, Hajdini allegedly made sexual advances on Doe, which he rebuffed, insisting he wasn't interested. Do you want to get promoted at year end or not? Hajdini warned him, according to the lawsuit. Do you want a future at JPMorgan? It's that simple. I don't know why you're fighting this. Hajdini then allegedly removed her shirt, began fondling her breasts, and racially insulted Doe's wife, remarking, I bet your little Asian fishhead wife doesn't have these cannons, according to the complaint. Please don't. Doe claimed she then forcibly removed his pants at that point in time. I effing own you. I will make you pay. Do you think you're going to be in good standing if you don't have me in your corner? You really think management wants some brown boy Indian leading orientations? If you don't F my brains out tonight, I'm going to sabotage your promotion, he claims, this woman said.
Originations?
You're right. I don't know. Originations. I don't know what that. Oh, yeah.
Like maybe a department or something.
Right. Want some brown boy Indian leading originations? Fearful of retaliation, Doe claims he relented and submitted to another encounter. Poor guy.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for...
His initial protests were overheard by a second witness who was staying in the adjoining room, according to the lawsuit. So this lawsuit goes out there, makes big waves. They say this executive at JPMorgan is responsible. And then the more and more you look into it, the more it seems like this guy just totally made this stuff up. Somebody had something from this guy where he was publicly asking these questions to an AI. Hold on, let me see. JPMorgan. There was somebody who had this thing where he was asking these questions, these exact questions, to an AI in the days before. But when he asked the AI, he said it was a male boss that had done this to him when he asked the questions to an AI. So this is absolutely all over the place because it's sexy, salacious, and all of that good stuff. But I don't think this woman did this at all. I think this guy is just absolutely crazy. I don't think Lorna Hajdini, which is her name, really did anything in this case. The story says, what are the allegations? According to the complaint, the alleged misconduct began in early 2024, soon after the two started working together. The plaintiff describes multiple instances of inappropriate behavior. After he declined an invitation for drinks, she allegedly said, I own you. Then she drugged him on multiple occasions. He further alleged she repeatedly used her position to intimidate him and threaten his career progression. Do you think you're going to be in good standing if you don't have me in my corner? She firmly rejected all of this. She says she never engaged in any inappropriate conduct with this individual and has never even been to the location where the sexual assault supposedly took place. She says following an investigation, the bank, JPMorgan, doesn't believe there's any merit to the claims at all. and the complainant did not participate in the investigation. So,
well, we still got a good read out of it, though. I mean, the dude really, really painted a picture. I wonder if this was just like his fantasy that never came true. You know,
one thing that's a giveaway for me is when he said that, do you want a future at JPMorgan? I bet your little Asian fish head wife doesn't have these cannons. I have been in the company of multiple women in my life. Nice. And I've never heard of one of them, not even one of them, use the word cannons when talking about their breasts.
That's a guy thing.
Yeah, it's something I think that only happens in pornos.
I don't think that I don't know if one woman ever on her own has ever been like, you bet your wife doesn't have these cannons.
Well, here's the crazy part, which is unfortunate for this guy, is if he did make all this up, what does his wife say about that? Like, hey, so if she didn't say it, who came up with Asian fish head wife?
Right. Yeah, she's probably taking issue with some other things.
What's wrong with my cannons?
Yeah, it's very, very bizarre, making a lot of headlines out there. The latest update is this guy has been unmasked. He's Chirayu Rana, the former JPMorgan banker at the center of the completely fabricated sex slave allegations against Lorna Hajini. He left his new job 3 weeks ago. The 35-year-old principal's biography remained on the firm's website, but they said he left on April 2nd, just 3 weeks before he accused his former boss of drugging him and keeping him as a sex slave. Here's the guy who was threatened with the cannons, allegedly. Now, is anybody hearing any of this and going, well, give him a shot. I believe him. I think he did it. If it was a woman, Sean, you're going to believe her. I think this just reeks of fake. And he looks pretty crazy, too.
I saw on Instagram just before this, someone said he looks like Indian Woody from Toy Story.
He totally does.
There's a snake in my boot.
He totally looks like an Indian Woody from Toy Story.
If he was really assaulted, I feel bad, but
I don't think he was. I mean, look, they investigated. If the court is going to look at it, I think that's fine. Look into allegations. But this guy's like starting to delete all of his social media accounts and everything else. The explosive court document originally filed Monday in New York State Court and then retracted for corrections, alleged that he was drugged with Rufinol and Viagra and threatened over his bonus to get sex. This guy was such an unbelievable high-end performer in the bedroom, that Cannon lady who doesn't need any help finding anybody, that she was just so desperate to get with Indian Woody that she gave him Rufinol and Viagra. Rohypnol, excuse me. Roofies. Roofies is what it's called, though. That's the street name for it. I don't know. C-Lane gets it. But the viral allegation.
I get what?
He purchases it.
No.
Did I say it wrong? I thought I said that right. The viral allegations are unraveling almost as quickly as they surfaced. The pair reported to two different managing directors, meaning that Hajini had no way of influencing his annual compensation. The damages sought were for lost earnings, emotional distress, and reputational harm. They looked into this.
Well, she could influence his compensation if she goes and shows the cannons to the guy that makes that decision.
Stop calling them cannons. No women. No, ladies, have you? I need to know from you today. Ladies, right to the front of the line with your dispatches. Have any of you...
This is how we get a bunch of chicks to call their boobs cannons.
Have any of you unironically called your boobs cannons ever in the history of ever? Because I do not think that is the case. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the case. Following an investigation, we do not think there's any merit to these claims, a spokesperson said. They said they looked into the emails, phone calls, and phone records, and everything else that they could find. Witness statements found no evidence at all to these claims. And, so they said that this has not happened. It wasn't real, yada, yada, yada. But absolutely explosive. had a lot of people talking. Some of the discussion was legitimately around like, hey, we don't take men's sexual harassment claims seriously enough, which, okay, but it's not that I'm not taking this seriously because it's a guy complaining necessarily.
No,
It's
you said
because
he's too ugly to be sexually harassed.
It's because of the fact that he looks like Indian Woody, number one, and that he said meat cannons or whatever. There's no way. There's just no way that this woman did any of this to him. But maybe you believe. Let me know. Don't all of the things that you guys are using in chat. No. AJ Soup says, I got soup cannons. Okay. I mean, I don't know.
They fire soup at your head if you tell her to calm down.
Right on cue. Just like that. All right, let us know what you think about this.
Chunky.
And should we be taking Chunky? Should we be taking it more seriously, or do you think what I do that this guy's just absolutely full of it? Some of the GIF reactions on TNJ chat. How are these even in the library? Can you see? Can you see?
Good God.
Okay.
I think I've seen that one before.
Chat.thenewsjunkie.com. Chat.thenewsjunkie.com if you want to see what's going on in TNJ chat. Quick break. When we come back, the show rolls on with your emails to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and your dispatchers record yours now over on thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, over on CNN, people are freaking out, melting down on CNN. I'll play the clip for you. We'll talk about what's happening there. And we got Alex Jones wrapped up his final show, kinda. I don't know what's actually going to happen there. It's kind of interesting. We got some clips on that as well, and a lot more as a Friday rolls on. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound before.
Hello. Junkie. How are we doing on a Friday? What are you guys even posting? Can you guys see this? Come here. Can you see what's actually on the studio screen? Like, I'm pretty sure that one's not safe for work. I'm pretty sure that one is not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a nipple in that one. Glad we didn't put that on the stream. Chat.thenewsjunkie.com. Secret Shows was a wild ride last night, by the way. Thanks to everybody who hung out for that. If you missed Secret Shows, subscribe at thenewsjunkie.com right now for as little as $2.99 a month. You'll not get that much entertainment anywhere else for $2.99 a month. Subscribe for as little as $2.99 a month on thenewsjunkie.com. The new show will be posted at 5 p.m. today. Watch on demand at thenewsjunkie.com. Or on Apple TV with the Secret Shows app. Looks like I missed a lot. You're showing up at a strange time. Last night's show was an instant classic. Avendisora, last night we learned something. Forrest is lacking what you might call a filter. Yeah, he doesn't have it. He's lacking a bit of a filter, you might say. I need to refresh that side panel. It keeps getting stuck. Oh, it's not stuck. It's just not pulling in monthly gifts. Oh, it's May. Oh. I was like, it's stuck. It's not showing any gifters on the monthly gifter leaderboard. It's May 1st. No one has gifted in the month of May. Today's the day. One gift to Secret Shows saves one tiny life and helps me get more cameras like this one or the one that's going up this weekend right here. Helps with improvements in the studio. All of this stuff is incredibly expensive. So gift some subs. Sun State John has already overperformed this week. Do not rely on him. I want you to gift a couple of subs. Get your name shouted out on the show. Gift subscriptions to people. When you do, you'll get an email every time one of them is claimed so you can see who claims them. And hit the gift icon to do it. It takes 2 seconds. Over at thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, cleaned it up. One gift saves a sloth. I need to redeem my wall of frame pick. We got to get you on there. I'm just glad these gifts aren't playing on the side of chat right now. Oh, damn it. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Well, so happy you guys are here. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for having a fun week with us here on the show. I got a couple of things to get into, and then we'll get geared up for This Week in Florida. I've been told Mo DeWitt is going to be dropping by at some point in time. We'll get him over here. And then at about 2 o'clock, Lady Dog is coming home from the vet with her cone on her head. So we'll have to bring her in here so you guys can take a look at that too. Right back at you, Sean. If that was the CEO of Sloth World, they might still be opening. Not untrue. All right, let me get this video censored real quick. Shoot. I don't know. Now I don't trust it, really.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
Escape to Aquatica Orlando for an adventure unlike anywhere else. Slide into endless thrills and unwind with sandy beaches, wave pools, and lazy river.
Stand by. Trying to censor this video where somebody freaked out on CNN.
Set up your big green egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to the website, wassiesmeatmarket.com.
Stand by, we're coming back right now.
They'll deliver and set up your big green egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to the website, wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
Welcome into the world's most viral newsroom. You can learn more about the show by going over to the website, which is available over at thenewsjunkie.com. Easy for you to find, thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, we have a lot of people who are weighing in on the show today. And one of the people I wanted to focus on their email because they sent over a story. And I love when people do that. I appreciate that. Tips, T-I-P-S, at thenewsjunkie.com. Send in your stories as well. Amy says, did you see this story? There are viral TikToks of local groups protesting the gas station because of what happened here. This is legit. I checked. Here's the headline so you know what you're clicking, and they send like a screenshot or whatever. Let me bring up the actual story of what happened. It says a child was denied use of the bathroom and humiliated at some particular gas station. Family says video of the incident involving a middle school student was shared. It says a child was denied access to a restroom at a Houston gas station and is now at the center of a police investigation.
Well, was the child a customer?
That's a good question. After his family says a video of the incident was shared, leading to bullying at school. The report was filed after the child's grandmother went to police regarding what the family describes as a humiliating situation at Fuel Depot. So that's the name of this place. The case is now being reviewed by the Houston Police Department. The situation came to light after the boy, a middle school student, refused to return to the school. Family members later learned other students had been teasing him after this video went viral. Now,
calling him things like pee-pee boy.
Probably. I have a video of this that I could play, but I'm very hesitant to go further. I'll explain why. It says, according to the family, the child stopped at the gas station after school and asked to use the restroom, but was told it was out of service. He then went behind the building where surveillance cameras captured the incident. The story, which was originally shared by Grizzly's Hood News, has been seen hundreds of thousands of times.
Are you worried that the content of Grizzly's Hood News might not be suitable for broadcast?
I don't know if that's something we can air on the News Junkie. If I play Grizzly's Hood News, is this going to be airable? I could click it. Hang on.
Oh,
should we try? Josh, stay by the dump button in there.
I live by the dump button.
Grizzly's Hood News. Does that seem like a place where they're going to curse?
It seems reputable.
They embedded it on Click 2 Houston, so
they did.
It might be good.
Honestly, it says the story originally shared by KPRC2's community news partner, Grizzly's Hood News.
That's your community news partner?
They're connecting with everybody. They're connecting with everybody. Let's listen to the story.
I wonder if they would connect with that.
Hey, what's up with it?
The other news guy?
Up with it?
The other news guy?
Oh, no, not him. No, we can't even talk about that guy. Yeah. I'm worried already, though.
Hey, friends, I hope everybody's doing good. I've got an update. Friends. Thank you, HPD. Thank you.
It's like a live stream.
So, get ready. So I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to hop on. I hope everybody's having a good night.
Okay, I can't. This is 30 minutes long. Does somebody else have like a summation besides Grizzly's Hood News?
No, I mean Grizzly's Hood News is bringing the long form magazine style coverage that you just don't get anymore in this short attention span media that we have. You know, Grizzly's Hood News is bringing it back to the basics.
The craziest thing about this, which is like legitimately pretty wild to think about, the craziest thing about this is most kids get their news from social media now. Grizzly's Hood News is probably getting to more younger people than CNN. Ain't nobody watching CNN. Some young person's like, what is that? I don't want it. Local news? I don't watch that. But then 100% Grizzly's Hood News. Like, oh, yeah, Grizzly. Yeah, that's what I tuned into. I got more details. Let's see what we got. This is from the KPRC affiliate.
Is their restroom? The story out of Sunnyside this afternoon is raising that very question.
Let's see what's happening here.
Tried using the restroom at a gas station along Belfort Avenue and was told no.
Interesting issue. He had an emergency outside then, and the store clerk's accused of publicly sharing that moment, an embarrassing moment, from a security camera. KPRC 2 News reporter Gage Golding.
All right, so what it sounds like is this kid goes to use the bathroom. They said, nope, we can't let you use the bathroom. And then he had to pee really bad, so he peed outside. And when he peed outside, they used the video of this kid. And he sounds like a kid, right? Like everything seems like he's a child, I think. So they used the video.
They said.
Yeah, middle school. They used a video of a middle school kid online. Somebody says, Wasson, Google Houston activists shut down a gas station. Maybe they'll get to it in this, but you can't share a photo of a middle schooler peeing.
It's normally frowned
has tried
upon
multiple times.
No, I have not.
He's literally known as that guy. You cannot share a video of a middle schooler
not a real
peeing.
thing.
You can't do that. Let's see what else they say.
Digging in to what the law says, Gage.
Tell me, Gage.
Yeah, and I'm going to start with this. The Houston Police Department is investigating this. We got a case number from the family. That's how we know that information. But it begs the question, do businesses here in Texas have to let the public use their restroom? I'm going to answer that in a moment. But first, I want to show you more about this story, including the moment that we walked into this fuel depot. Remember, this is the same exact gas station that last Thursday, this young boy tried to go into. The clerk at the counter said, no, you can't use this bathroom.
I want to step up in defense of people who pee in public for a second here.
Thank you.
I do. And I know Josh is a big proponent of this. He's big on the peeing in public stuff. I want to step up in defense of people who did this. There was another story today. In fact, here's one. Amazon worker caught on camera urinating in a driveway of a house.
In a driveway?
I mean, that's a little rude.
So they said the female driver, in this case, for Amazon, is wandering around this guy's driveway, and she's got to go, right? So she drops her pants, and she gets caught peeing in the driveway of this house, and they freak out, big panic. Here she is. I'm looking now, like she's crouching down, and she's peeing between the cars in the driveway. And they got very upset. They want this person to be fired. They want them arrested. They want to go after them. Amazon's looking into it. They're possibly going to fire this person because they know the address. Last year, a similar incident happened, and the driver in that case was fired, so it may happen to this one as well. I want to say, in defense of people who pee in public, sometimes you have to do it. Sometimes you have no choice.
Yeah.
You have an emergency. And if I have an emergency and I have to go to the bathroom, I hate to say it, but sometimes it happens. Like every once in a while you'll see somebody off the side of the highway and they got the door of their car open and you can tell what's going on. They're peeing by the side of the road, and they have to do what they have to do in these situations. Afterwards, people look at this stuff and they're like, how could you do this? How could you do this? Unbelievable. Let me go back to the story. Somebody saying he didn't pee? The bathroom, he was using number 2? Well, let's get more details so we know that that's right. Hang on.
I feel bad, and to see my grandson sad every day like that, I feel real bad for him. I started crying when I seen that video and looked at him in his eyes.
There's not even a sign that says no. Dude, there's a thing that says restrooms.
Dude.
Big sign that says restrooms here.
Oh, my God.
In a big bathroom.
Bro, what are you doing? He's going in the bathroom with a camera. You're doing the exact thing that the story's about. The news reporter is wandering into the bathroom in the gas station with his camera on Channel 2 News in Houston, Texas. This is literally the thing that this whole story is about, that recording somebody using the restroom, a private thing, and posting it online. And here he goes.
I mean, it's a big, normal bathroom. I don't know why this kid couldn't have.
The door's shut.
To use this.
What if there's somebody in there?
For us to walk in here, we just open the door.
So what does the guy behind the counter have to say about all this?
Hey, my name's Gage. I'm with KPRC2 News.
I'll spare you the conversation that I could barely hear through this glass wall.
So basically, this guy was saying he works at a different store. This isn't his normal store. He knows about what happened, but isn't sure what happened in the situation or what happened to the employee there. But we got the phone number for
number 1 or number 2.
This gas station.
I'll save you this conversation, too.
Thank you, Gage.
Bottom line, let me recap. Gage had 2 boring conversations with the principals involved in this story about using the bathroom at the gas station.
Turns out this isn't the owner, rather their attorney.
This is one of his clients or something, I'm not sure. But he doesn't own the gas station now.
Okay, yeah. I'd really appreciate a phone call. Yeah. Well, do you think he's going to be able to reach out to me today?
Yes, sir.
He's not a bad child. He's a good child. I would never put your child on there like that.
Okay.
I'll spare you that conversation as well.
So the Houston Police Department, we do know that they're investigating here. I've reached out to the police department asking what, if any, charges could possibly come out of a situation.
What are they so mad about? What am I missing here? Somebody said that there's a protest, right? There's an investigation going on. Okay, all right, here's more.
This child had to wipe his
rear
On the ground.
on the grave.
Oh, it was number 2. Oh, he was going number 2.
Yeah, I started crying when I seen that video and looked at him in his eyes.
Humiliated, embarrassed. That's how a 13-year-old kid in Houston feels right now. That kid trying to use a bathroom at a gas station after school, only to be told no by the guy working inside.
All right, here's the thing. Let me solve this whole thing. We don't need Gage and all this
Sweet
wrong
on-air
service.
light Gage.
Yeah, we don't need any of the Gage reaction, all these things. Here's what goes on here.
Are you going to spare us the Gage conversation?
I'm going to spare you the Gage conversation.
All right.
Yes, C-Lane. I'm going to spare you the Gage conversation. Here's the deal. A gas station, for whatever reason they might have, can refuse to give you access to the restroom. Okay? If they don't want you in there, if they don't want kids in there, if they've had problems with people with drugs, if there's a million different reasons. If they want to get rid of your access and any public access to their bathroom, they can do that. I don't care, right? But if the person has an emergency and then ends up going outside, not because they're trying to be jerks or something, but because it's like, oh my God, this is an emergency. I have to do something here. You can't film that person doing that or post the footage of that person online, I don't think. We can ask Mo. We can ask our attorney, Moses DeWitt. But I don't believe you're allowed to do that. I think that seems like the part that's out of line. And I think sometimes we judge people who are going to the bathroom outside as if it was all malicious, nefarious, when I legitimately believe that sometimes you have an emergency, right? It's tough. You have an emergency. It's not exciting. It's bad. It's tough. It happens to all of us. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's see here. I want to get to some of your different dispatches. And this is one from Hey There. Hey There has a dispatch for us. Let's see what they say.
My mom used to sleep for multiple nights in either a tent or the back of the minivan in line for tickets for my dance recital when I was younger.
Oh, my God. First of all, that's sweet. This is in relation to the story about people in the villages where Trump was speaking this weekend, waiting overnight. They were camping out. They were in tents, these people. And I said, I don't think I wait overnight in a tent for anything.
And there were dozens of parents that did this. So she would sleep out for multiple nights to buy tickets.
That's so sweet.
To see me perform in costumes that she paid hundreds of dollars on, performing dances that I learned in classes that she spent thousands of dollars for. Pretty crazy, but those parents will say that they have such memorable moments from the ticket sales. Would I do it for my boys? Yeah, I love them and I probably would. That's it.
Good
Have a
for
great
you.
day.
See? Good. Good parenting lives on. I like that.
Is there no better way to get the parents tickets to the dance recital?
When you spend all that money?
They're in high demand, I guess. I don't know if you live in a really creepy neighborhood.
You don't have like a bigger venue to hold the dance recital at so that the parents aren't fighting each other for tickets or having to sleep in the cold?
Or is there just a bunch of single white weirdos in the front row, just sweat on their brow? Not.
I have season passes.
I'm here every week. I don't know why there's so much competition for tickets there, but
nice,
okay. Let's see. Somebody's trying to trigger Josh. Let's go over to I don't know.
Josh.
I don't know if it's going to work. We could try. Let's see what they said. They're trying to trigger Josh right here.
Hey, Josh, your
Hello.
bowie hole isn't that great.
That's just weird, man. It didn't trigger him either, sir.
No,
He's
that was
still
funny.
he laughed. He's unfazed. He's unfazed right now. All right, one more here. Here is Pierogi. Go ahead, Pierogi.
Hey, Junkies, happy today.
Hey!
I'm a podcast listener, and I was listening to the episode where you were talking about people getting to see behind-the-scenes things that the average person doesn't get to see.
Yeah, C-Lane had brought that up this week. What was it that started that conversation?
It was a random Reddit thread that kept me on the toilet a bit too long.
It happens.
And because it was just somebody who was saying, hey, what's a place that you've seen, or what is the coolest, like, restricted access place that you've gotten to go to? And I said mine was the roof of the vehicle assembly building. There was a handful of NASA answers. There was a handful of I've got to go in the tunnels at Disney kind of answers, which I thought there's plenty of people that get to go there if you work there, but it's still pretty cool to the untrained person.
Let's see where Pierogi went. Let's see where he went.
I'm a land surveyor by trade, and we were doing a survey for NASA at their Mars substation property, and the property was filled with old abandoned rocket parts and assemblies and stuff like that, where nature was even taking over some of these old abandoned rockets from like the 80s or whatever. It was really neat, a very cool thing to witness.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't have much else to say. Eat a pierogi. Wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Yeah, thank you. On that note, we appreciate it. Join us on the show with your dispatch. Record your thoughts over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Quick break. When we come back, I got to get to the cursing on CNN. The problem was, I'm going to have to send this to C-Line. C-Line, can I send this to you? Do you have time to? No.
Nope. That's what triggers me.
I got to get it censored. I tried to use our AI censoring thing, but it missed the word. So I don't know if you could get that. I just fired it off to you. I know you're trying to work on This Week in Florida, and we got
most of
things
that
going
done.
on.
I'll do it. I'll do it just this once.
Okay, all right. We'll be back in just a moment. I got to tell you, there's something that everybody is blown away by, and I have to put a stop to it. You guys got to stop with this nonsense. I'll show you what's going on. There's too many people impressed by this thing, and I'm going to convince you. I'm going to absolutely convince you, I think, when we come back, that this thing is not impressive. I'll play the clip for you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Bold takes, bad jokes.
Hello. Stand by. Are you standing by? Here we go. Thank you to Sam E. Scam for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Sam E. Scam, for the 5 gifted subs.
You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Thank you to John the Exterminator for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you to Kevin Lincoln for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Kevin Lincoln for the 10 gifted subs. And thank you to Das Hefe for the gifted sub. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to give all of you a shout out on the show when we come back. Celia, what can we do here? Let's do it 8. Thank you, sir. All right, let me write down gifted subs. I'm going to give you all a shout out on the show next. Thank you so much. When I mention them on the show, they will get gobbled. They will get gobbled. Look at that. Look at that. Leaderboard filling up a little bit. Kevin Lincoln with 10, Sammy Scam, and John the Exterminator. Why didn't it add the other one? Why didn't it add the single gifted? I'll look into that. Go claim yours. Just click the website, thenewsjunkie.com. Thank you, Tanya, for posting the link. You guys are really stepping up. It's so awesome.
As soon as we come back, I'm going to plug those on air, and that will prompt people to come in. And I want them to keep going into chat to say thanks, because I like that. Like this, look. Mustard It says, thanks, John the Exterminator. Appreciate the gifted sub. Love to see that. Thank you, Johnny. All right, 2 minutes and we're back. One thing I wanted to tell you is I absolutely positively appreciate you. Thank you for each day showing up. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for watching the streams. Thank you for liking the streams. Thank you for listening to podcasts. Thank you for going over into TNJ chat. This is the thing that I do, right? This is like what I've dedicated my whole life to do. So the idea that we can build this out together into this community, we can get excited about all the crazy stuff happening on the planet. We can try to entertain ourselves to get through each day and each week is something that doesn't escape me as a pretty awesome thing. And I wanted to say that I appreciate you today. So thank you. Thank you for that. Now let's get to this. They're dropping F-bombs on CNN. I was gone for a while. Did you renew your contract? No. No. I did not. We appreciate you. My day wouldn't be the same without you on the speaker every day. Hey, bud. Right back to you. Right back at you. Thank you, sir. All right, we're coming back.
Chris Brown featuring Leon Thomas, Daddy Yankee and Shensia, and so much more. Open the free iHeartRadio app and search new to listen now.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. 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 Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is the
Some people are angry. Not you, I hope. I mean, look, I think there's so many things to be excited about, interested in, distracted by, and so many other ways that there's no use really being this angry. People are angry, and they're angry on television. Sealand, you got this all censored up, so we're not going to get fired or anything if I hit play? Okay, I can probably bring this up. I've been told that we're clear to play this. This happened on CNN. And these they do this thing where they pretend like they're listening to each other. It's a legitimate thing that they do on cable news these days.
I'm great at it.
Yeah. Happens to me all the time, too. But they pretend that they're listening to each other on these kind of panels on CNN. And the big pretend part is that anybody's mind is actually going to be changed. Right? Like these people are going in there going, oh, yeah, I didn't think about your perspective on this. And actually, like, it's never happened. In the history of CNN, no one ever has gone like, oh, that's an interesting idea. Well, you know what? I consider that, and I'm changing my position on this. My life has changed as well. And they go on and talk to each other. In all reality, they hate each other. and they explode every once in a while. And I guess that's what happens. So let's listen in. Here's what happened on CNN.
I mean, honestly, they have been at war with us for 47
We
years.
all know that Scott Jennings is more than happy to defend a war with a country that starts with the letters IRA that we are currently failing, that is going to put us trillions and trillions of dollars more in debt. I was only a few years old while you were in the administration defending prior endless wars. Now this war is failing.
8 weeks is endless to you?
Okay, you said it was going to be 4 to 6 weeks.
You have the attention span of a gnat?
I debated you on TV 4 to 6 weeks ago, and you said we were weeks away from it. Now you're making condescending remarks because you can't defend the fact that this war is not going your way. Wait, one more time.
Not going
Name one political concession. Name one political concession.
Whoa, honestly, I'm not going to have this guy's
everybody,
my face.
everybody, hang tight.
For
it? No, everybody, calm down.
Whoa!
Okay?
Oh, don't say calm down. Don't say calm down.
God bless you and your soul.
Don't say calm down. That could be a big problem. This is not going well, right? They are not fans of each other. They do not like each other, and I don't think they're going to be won over by this. They are both on teams, and they are trying to get the other people on teams. I don't know what triggered him there. I guess the guy's hand was getting up close to his head. That's what
I mean, they're right next to each other.
Yeah, they put the chairs right next to each other.
They're uncomfortably close.
Yeah, and I think they do that on purpose too, right? Like they just put them out there, and they put them. They know these two guys disagree, so let's sit them right next to each other. And we don't live in this time anymore. Like it used to be, not only that the people who disagree with each other could be friends and stuff. Those were the good old days. When people talk about the good old days, we can go back to that, folks. We don't have to let these very political people win all of these situations by making everybody angry all the time. We can dismiss this. We can go back to the days where you disagreed with somebody and you're still pals, you enjoyed each other, and you went and got a beer afterwards. We can go back to those days. At any time, all we have to do, the normal people, is just take the reins and take over for a little while, tell the lunatics to shut up. But that aside, it used to be the case that not only could people hang out with different opinions and enjoy each other's company, there was even famous couples where one of them was like left wing on television and the other one was right wing on television, and then somehow they loved each other. They shared a bed together. I don't know what happened in that bed. Yeah, I know. It might have been weird. It could have got weird. But now they just hate each other. They just don't like each other.
You were weeks away from it. Now you're making condescending remarks because you can't defend the fact that this war is not going your way. Wait, one more time.
Name
one political concession. Name one political concession.
It wasn't that close.
I'm not going to have.
It didn't look like it was that close.
Hang tight.
Honestly.
Okay.
Tell you what, his hands are on the table now, though. his hands are no longer up. Whatever it was kind of worked a little bit here.
Everybody, calm down. Okay, we're having a debate. You can respond to the points that he's making.
Can you name a political concession that we've got?
We had a flashback to the war the skinheads had in my studio.
Geraldo.
I would be modified to defend this war.
Geraldo's like, I remember one time. I remember one time when the skinheads were fighting in my studio. Oh, God.
If Geraldo ever tried to best me in an argument, I'd just bring up Al Capone's vault.
For those of you who don't know, younger folks in particular, there was an episode of the Geraldo Rivera show. I think it was like a special episode. And they said they got access to Al Capone, the gangster, to his vault. And they were going to go into Al Capone's vault live on television. And they did this big to-do. And they're like, here we go. Geraldo's got the microphone. He's going in. And there was dust. I think there was like a Pepsi can that was rolling around.
It's completely empty.
There was nothing in there. Not a good time for him.
What we'll find.
I just think this is like such a sad state of affairs that this is what people do. We've got people that just yell at each other for a living. They hate each other. We could do better than this, I think. Let me know what you think. Send us a dispatch. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. Lots of you are supporting secret shows. Love to see this. My God. The gifted subs, you guys. Check this out. Sammy Scam with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Appreciate you for that. John the Exterminator with 5 gifted subs. Yes, indeed. Buddy. All right, okay. Kevin Lincoln Fisher with 10 gifted subs. My God. And then Das Hefe with 1 gifted sub. 1 gifted sub for Das Hefe. No, that's still good. That's great. That's
Thank
fantastic.
you. Guy doesn't get any claps. Come on.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. Appreciate you sharing secret shows. It's what helps me get to some of the stuff that you see in the studio here, including the brand new camera that's going in to the studio this weekend at some point in time. All this stuff is quite expensive, so the gifted subs really do help. Thank you for doing that. You too can give the gift of secret shows. Unlock the uncensored secret shows on thenewsjunkie.com. That unlocks the entire website. That gives you an ad-free version of the stream. That gives you all sorts of stuff. It's all ready for you over on thenewsjunkie.com. Let me go check if any of those are left. I'm sure there are. I mean, that was like a flurry of them. There are. It says free gift subscriptions available. Claim now right on top of the website. You got 14, 17, 20, 21 of them, folks.
Damn.
21 open and ready for you over on the website. So thank you to everybody who gifted those secret show subs. That is much, much appreciated. Oh, I didn't even add this one yet. Cat Butthole with 5 gifted. My God, Beware with 5 gifted. Woo. And R. Willie B with 1 gifted. Thank you all. Jesus. Okay, so there's a lot
They're
out there.
battling over there.
Yeah, go grab those. They're available on the website. Unlock secret shows. You can either subscribe or just take one of the gifted ones that are available on thenewsjunkie.com. A brand new uncensored secret show, and it was a wild ride, folks.
Oh, gosh. It did off the rails.
Someone has
few
to leave the
times.
state.
It was a crazy, wild ride. And you can go on it with us because it's posted at 5 p.m. every Friday. Your secret show is available to watch or listen as you'd like. And also, C-Lane even made an Apple TV app. You got Apple TV? Search for secret shows in the App Store. Sign into your account when you have access, and presto, bango, you're good to go. But big thank yous to all those folks who did it. We like each other, right? We're not yelling at each other. We're getting along over here.
I
you and
love
I.
you.
I do. I do love you. Straight out of Home Alone. All right, quick break. When we come back,
I
we'll
get
get
that
all,
reference.
We'll get all geared up. We could do the soup can thing again.
Chunky!
It's way more aggressive than I remember it.
He's screaming at me. Chunky. All right.
Chunky!
Quick break. When we come back, we're going to get geared up before too long for This Week in Florida. We got our friend Moses DeWitt stopping by. We are loaded up on a Friday, and it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Chunky!
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by myeternalvitality.com.
Let's add these. Stand by. Let's add them. All right, hang on. They go back here. I got to add Das Hefe again. Das Hefe with a 1 gifted sub. Thank you so much, Das Hefe. All right, who's next? Cat Butthole. With how many? 5 gifted subs. Boom! Thank you, Cat Butthole.
This report is sponsored by Terminex. Termite alert.
Beware.
Termite season in Florida, and swarms have been identified in your area. Termites can attack your home or business and cause costly damage. Don't live with the termite problem. Before you see termites this swarm season, Terminex it. Schedule a free inspection. And
Beware with a 5 gifted sub.
Heading down. They're at nearly 3-year lows right now. So if your mortgage rate, your current rate right now has a 7 or an 8 in front of it, well, you should probably be checking into a refinance immediately because you're paying too much. And if you don't know much about how that works, well, that's why you got to call
R. Willie B.
the man
with a gifted sub.
that will demystify the mortgage business for you. It is what he does, and he is all about getting people a better rate. If you have a
Das Hefe with 2 more.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Take the first quote and say,
So nice of you. Thank you so much.
Doing yourself a disservice. You need to shop around, and you need to go with that mortgage guy Don. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote today.
There we go.
MortgageGuyDon.com.
Go grab them while you can.
You ever notice the first 4 letters of the word paint are pain? Because you're doing it yourself. It's the paint, the prep, the peeking, the net, the lattice, the unfinished weekend that never happens.
Thank you all.
Paint called We Paint Everything Today. Interior, exterior, cabinets, ceilings, even repairs before they paint. These are the pros who make your home look amazing.
Oh, another wild blind item, by the way. Another wild blind item. Ready for this? This permanent A-list acting legend is old. Any guesses? This permanent A-list acting legend is old. I'll tell you what this person did, and I'll reveal it in a second. But if I say, this permanent A-list acting legend is old, he barely goes out any longer. He was out of town the past week and hired multiple escorts multiple times a day, even though all he was able to do was watch. Who is the permanent A-list acting legend who hired multiple escorts multiple times a day, barely goes out, and he wasn't able to have sex with the escorts, but he was able to watch? Who is the celebrity? I'll reveal it in a moment. Charlie Sheen, not old enough. Bootsy got it. Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson. Blind item revealed. He barely goes out any longer. He was out of town the past week and hired multiple escorts multiple times a day. But he's just sitting there watching. Insert Jack Nicholson meme here. You imagine being an escort and you get a call? He's like, I just want to watch. I'm just going to watch. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? 90 seconds. Abe and I talked about it yesterday. Well, the Bootsy and Abe show gets to jump on me every once in a while, okay? But you don't have to rub it in my fucking face. The Bootsy and Abe show might be a little ahead of me every once in a while. Some people watch hotel room porn. Jack's a little different. Yeah, he's older. He's old school. 1 minute. Here's Johnny. That's right, Sun State John. You didn't trigger me. The Bootsy and Abe show can't trigger me. I'm untriggerable. Do we have a rivalry? Sure. Sure we have a rivalry. The Bootsy and Abe show and the News Junkie have a bit of a rivalry going. Yes. But it's not a triggering moment. I'm fine with it. Okay? Jeez. All right, here we go.
Private from start to finish. Do your research, ask the right questions, then visit orderlymeds.com/radio for an exclusive offer. Again, that's orderlymeds.com/radio. Individual results may vary, not medical advice. Eligibility required. See site for details.
Metal roofing starts with Tri-County Metals. Trusted quality, proven performance. Register your metal roof rebate and get up to $500 back. Visit TriCountyMetals.com today.
Because therapy's expensive, and we have microphones. This is the news.
Honestly, I think we're all going to agree on this, but we'll see. I'll have to tell you in just a moment what's going on here. Thanks for joining us in the world's most viral newsroom. Learn more about the show. Go over to the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. This is like one of those impossible situations to put somebody in. You guys know the podcast Call Me Daddy? Do you know that?
Call Her Daddy.
Well, is it Call Her Daddy? Yeah. Why does it say Call Me Daddy?
I thought it was
here?
Call Me.
Is it?
Freudian slip.
See if it's Call Me Daddy or Call Her Daddy, Josh. Right?
I know my girly pods, boy.
Do you? All right. Okay. So it's not Call Me Daddy. It's Call Her Daddy.
It is Call Her Daddy.
Yeah. They screwed it up in the article. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not making it up. It says call me daddy here. I'm not just trying to say that out loud. But they talk about this podcast, and a lot of people watch this. I think it started out of like the Barstool world. And the host, who is this woman named Alex Cooper, she had a pretty good guest, Kevin Hart. I mean, Kevin Hart's a big star.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big star. He's not tall. Stature-wise, he's a bit small, but he's done quite well for himself. He's a superstar. He's got it, man. That guy has got it. Whatever that quality is, Kevin Hart has it, and I like him. I think he seems like a cool, funny guy, and I like him. I want his movies to do well.
Not a big fan of wild animals, that Kevin Hart.
No, he doesn't like being near them, but he makes for a good guest.
Uh-huh.
When you have wild animals on one of these shows.
Hilarious.
So Kevin Hart goes on this podcast, and the host asks him, hey, will you roast some celebrities? Which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of lame to hoist that on people. When you have somebody on your show and you go, hey, you're known for roasting people. Will you roast a bunch of celebrities right now?
On the spot?
Yeah, on the spot. Just go riff. Just roast a whole bunch of celebrities right now. This is one of those things that it's like telling a comedian, like, tell me a funny joke.
Dance, clown.
Yeah, and every single comedian, Josh, is like, oh, my God, please stop with this nonsense. I don't want to do this.
Do you think this was on the spot? Like, I know a lot of the stuff that they do on, like, Fallon, some of those games and the weird stuff that they play, I'm like, they knew about this.
You think they told them ahead of time?
I think the randomizer that tells you to sing Itsy Bitsy Spider like Cher, I don't think it's that random. I think there's a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah. This sounds like a conspiracy to me, but Kevin Hart goes on the show, and she says, do your roast thing. You're a roaster. Do a quick rapid fire roast of some celebrities. And he goes, I don't know. And then she goes, look, it could just be one-liners. This is all fun and games. Nobody is going to get their feelings hurt. And then he started to roll out some jokes. He says Elon Musk, he calls him the glitcher. Nick Cannon, he calls him the sperm diffuser. Patrick Mahomes' voice doesn't match his body.
That's true.
It's some of these things. So
it sounds like this.
Then he just sounds a little bit like Ernie. But Timothy Chalamet was one of the jokes that he said. And he said, Timothy Chalamet has the body of a German woman, which is, it's something, right? And then people reacted to this, including the host. When he said the Timothy Chalamet joke, the host was like didn't react and didn't laugh at that one, just kind of sat there and while he made that joke. When he made the other ones about Elon Musk and Nick Cannon and Patrick Mahomes, the host of the show laughed. And then, 4 or 5 people online get a hold of this and they say, I like to whine about stuff on social media. So I'm going to be doing a little whining if you don't mind. And the article is like Kevin Hart backlash. He said Timothy Chalamet has the body of a German woman. And then they said this is offensive because Chalamet said he struggles with trying to gain weight. He says he would always get the same feedback. You don't have the right body for these movie roles. And he would say his agents tell him all the time, this is an issue. He was trying to put on weight. He just couldn't do it because metabolism was too fast. And it's like, bro, they asked him to roast celebrities. And then when he roasted celebrities, they found out which one they wanted to be upset by. And then they grabbed their pearls and they clutched them as hard as they possibly could. And they got offended on behalf of Timothy Chalamet. The first thing that steps out about this is if you're the host and you tell people to roast somebody and then they roast somebody and then you get offended at all, that is the lamest thing you could ever do in your life. You're the one who prompted him. You're the one who prompted him for the joke. You shouldn't do that to begin with. But then when you say roast some celebrities and they roast the celebrity, you're like, hey, that one was too far. Then the people who take these things and run with it and get upset about it, it's just, to me, it's not too indifferent to what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, where Jimmy Kimmel was making the joke about the first lady being some widow joke about her. I forgot what
she had the glow of an expectant widow.
Right, which is obviously offensive and meant to be. You're talking about somebody dying, but it's a roast joke. It's a roast joke. And also, Trump, not for nothing, has been pretty good at taking roast jokes over the years. They even did an entire roast where everybody shredded the guy to pieces.
Don't mention my casinos.
He took it pretty well, I think. But like to set Kevin Hart up, and then he does roast some celebrities, and then afterwards you start going at him for it. It's so stupid. Like I have this clip. I don't know if I can play this though.
Is Call Her Daddy going after Kevin Hart for what he said, or is other people?
I don't know if she's directly doing it.
Because if she's doing it, it's stupid. She's going after him for doing the thing that you asked him to do. I think maybe just a safer bet would be roast people who are in the room, roast people who are, part of the joke.
Yeah, so let's listen to this here if we can. Stay by the dump button, though, because I don't know if they curse on this podcast.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to do a quick rapid-fire roast of some celebrities. Quick rapid-fire, like one-liners, like this is all fun games. No one's going to get their feelings hurt. We're going to have fun.
Okay,
Ready?
Especially if she said that. Now, the article says that her reaction showed that she was upset by this and that she was, like, perturbed by that joke but liked the other jokes. I don't even know if that's true. Let's see if that's fair to her.
Go ahead. Timothy Chalamet.
The body of a German woman.
Elon Musk.
They didn't even show her reacting. She wasn't even on camera reacting.
Not even funny.
Elon Musk. God.
What a rush.
He glitches with the normal S is what he said. But I didn't see her reacting in a way where she seemed offended by that. You couldn't even see her. The camera wasn't even on her at all. They opened it up. If you open it up for somebody to make roast jokes, or if somebody's making roast jokes, stop being so sensitive about things, right? There's no reason to get so upset by this. I got something fun for you, okay? Real quick.
Roast joke.
I've been talking about this because I love it. I know none of you enjoy this like I do, but I don't care. This is my show, my microphone.
Oh, God.
And I'll do whatever I want. I am enthralled with these new AI fake podcasts that are on all these Amazon products. I am just
yesterday
enthralled
was Wellmedix.
Yeah, there was was it a cream or
it was a diaper rash cream?
A diaper rash cream, and all of these products on Amazon now.
Josh, for context, the diaper rash cream was from the brand Wellmedix, but the AI generated podcast about it called it Wellmedix.
Yeah.
Classic.
And so on each of these Amazon listings now, as if it wasn't enough to have videos and photos and reviews and sales prices and all that, there are fake podcasts between AI hosts. And the AI hosts will talk about whatever the product is on your Amazon page and try to sell it to you. And you can even ask questions like it's a little talk show. And there's another one that got my attention. It said, whoever did this at Amazon deserves a raise. I spent 45 minutes giving it increasingly deranged prompts, and it simply would not break. In this case, it's for a large gummy bear pool float. All right? That's what the product is on Amazon, a gummy bear pool float. And when you click that listing on Amazon, there's an AI fake show, soon to be replacing this show. Very soon to be replacing this show.
Finally.
AI hosts taking our jobs. And the person fed it the question, they said, about this inflatable gummy bear pool float. I was mauled by a bear as a child. Should I buy this 5-foot inflatable bear pool float? So let's see how it goes. Here it is.
All right, here's something different. Darcy's sharing that this bear is triggering a deep trauma response after being mauled by a bear as a child, but they're wondering if they should still buy it. Emily, what do you think?
First, I'm really sorry you went through that. That sounds incredibly difficult. I think this is a decision only you can make. This is a bright yellow 5-foot gummy bear pool float designed to be fun and playful, not realistic. Some people find that reclaiming symbols in a lighthearted way can be empowering, while others prefer to avoid triggers altogether.
This is crazy that they do this now. It's like they're going to be sold not by the price, not by the pictures, not by the video, but by the fake podcast. And the hosts on the fake podcast will directly answer your questions, whatever they are that you're throwing to them. It's unbelievable, but sort of the times we're living in here. So buy it. It's got great ratings, 4.3 stars on that gummy bear float. So pick it up if you don't mind. All right, quick break. When we come back, This Week in Florida is coming up next. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a good this week in Florida or a bad this week in Florida. Where are you thinking it's going to go, Seeley?
I got some good, some bad. You know, there's we're all around the spectrum.
Some good and some bad, Josh. So buckle up.
Actually, I think it's mostly bad. It's mostly bad.
All right, there you go. It's bad time on the way. Buckle up. You bought the whole sea, but you only need the edge this week in Florida. Is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Celebrate the arrival of summer at the 5th Annual Sanford Riverwalk Rhythm and Brews Barbecue Fest, Saturday, May 9th. Details at realradio.fm/events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The major roadways are going to give you trouble this afternoon on Florida's Turnpike northbound through that US 192 toll booth. It's stop and go. Once you get off the Turnpike to I-75 northbound, there's delays. I-4, there's slowdowns eastbound through that Celebration area into that Lake Buena Vista area. Congestion through the city. There's no serious accidents tying you up, but if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the traffic.
Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Who is going to see The Devil Wears Prada 2 this weekend? Anybody? Anybody planning on seeing The Devil Wears Prada 2 this weekend? Probably going to make between $80 and $100 million and will be number one at the box office. If it makes less than 80, it will be seen as like a soft opening. Didn't go well as expected. If it makes 100 or close to it or even more, it'll be seen as a bit of a runaway hit. The Devil Wears Prada 2. Anybody? Nope. Negative? Nope. I want to see it, but not in the theater. Hell no. Hell no. I want to see Project Hail Mary again. That's a fun one. I'm seeing it tomorrow. My girlfriend repurchased tickets to see tonight. Pre-purchase. I will tell you this, and make fun of me if you'd like. I have seen multiple times The Devil Wears Prada, the original. It was okay. I enjoyed it. It was okay. But every once in a while, they will throw a pitch right down the middle, as it were, for the ladies, and they'll demographically target female moviegoers. And when they do, and they do it right, man, do the movies make money. See Barbie. See this, The Devil Wears Prada. You saw Michael twice for real? Really? Project Hail Mary is 3 hours of my life I'll never get back. You didn't like it? For real? I thought it was decent. I thought it was a good time. I'd rather see Busboy than Devil Wears Prada 2. Okay. You shop at Millennia, I can tell. Is that targeting me? I'll wait to stream it. No need to see it on the big screen. I love to see any movie on the big screen. I love it, man. I love it. The theater with like the really high-end sound system, sitting back in like a comfy chair. Some of you people don't appreciate it because you don't know how good you got it now. You know, it used to suck. The movie theater seats used to suck. The movie theaters used to suck. It stunk. The screens were no good. Y'all are spoiled now. I want to, but I've got work maybe next week. Rather spend movie budget on music events instead? Like what? Give me an example. What are you going to go? Who are you going to go see? Tell me more. Back in just a moment. It's called the home theater, much nicer. Let me see this home theater, Mando. Let me see this home theater you got. What are we looking at? I'm surprised theaters are still open. People still like to go see movies. Are you any crazy? Yeah, people like to see a great movie when it comes out. Except for Desert Warrior. Did you guys hear about that one? The Desert Warrior movie, financed by Saudi Arabia. $150 million. $150 million spent on this Desert Warrior movie to glorify the Sandland over there, I guess. And the movie, I think, is going to make $600,000 on opening weekend. Run the numbers on that. All right, I'm going to drop some segments in. Hang on. So that I hate to bother you now. I've missed a couple weekend segments. 11:30 was. Do you know how long that was, or is now that time? I can wait. Okay. How long was this segment? 11:15 was a 12. Okay, I've got that in. What do you have to lose? Call 800. What about how long was 11:30? 800-478-6430.
What's wrong with the monsters? Listen, if you got dust and allergies and weird smells coming out of your air ducts, OrlandoZeroRes.com can help you with that. They can clean your air ducts from all that built-up dust and debris. You mention me, and they're going to give you $100.
Okay, no worries. I don't want to take your minute here. Okay, I'm going to pop that in as a 12 somewhere. And then, where was the 8? There was an 8 that I missed. 12 o'clock? 12:15? 12:15 was an 8? Okay, good. Thank you.
No hidden costs, no upfront fees, just dedicated, hardworking lawyers when you need them the most. Why wait? If you are injured on the go, visit justcallmo.com or give us a call at 1-800-CALL-MO. It's that easy.
This portion of the News Junkie is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
Let's do a 12 here for Cam. Coming back.
That mortgage guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little ASCII. This is the news.
Easy stories from the Sunshine State, the good, the bad, and the weird, all coming up in just a moment with Christopher Dolores Lane himself. An unbelievable guy, an unbelievable segment, and it's on the way here. Is C-Lane ready for this week in Florida? That's the big question.
I am, yes.
All right, I believe you. I believe you.
That sounds thick enough to you?
It did. It sounds like you got something to it. It sounds like there's something there.
Could have been.
By the way, thank you to Not Mormon with the 3 gifted subs. Grab those Secret Show subscriptions. You can claim yours right now, gifted by the very generous Not Mormon over on thenewsjunkie.com. Get them while you can. And on that note, let's get into it. You ready, C-Lane? There you go. Yeah, I did. I confirmed. Did I confirm for sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are then. You are ready?
Yes.
Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
That's right. The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State, see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think they could do it. But they finally have decided that something is too expensive for Alligator Alcatraz.
Okay,
so
the bathrooms are pretty expensive, I heard.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I actually pulled that figure so we could talk about it.
All right.
But there's a First Amendment case pertaining to attorney access at the immigration detention facility in the Everglades, which everybody's calling Alligator Alcatraz. Basically, if you are an attorney and you have clients at Alligator Alcatraz, you might be better off sending them postcards because Alligator Alcatraz does not have phones.
Okay. Are you allowed to do that? I thought they had to have phone access.
No, they do have to have phone access. In fact, state officials told the federal court that complying with a late March order would cause irreparable harm. The order requires the state to provide detainees with access to timely, free, and confidential outgoing legal calls with a minimum of one working phone for every 25 detainees.
Yeah.
Katie Blankenship with the group Sanctuary of the South says what is happening is a gross constitutional violation, blocking access to counsel. Their group provides legal services to immigrants. She said, provide them phones, stop complaining about it, stop gaslighting, stop whining to the court, and do the basic requirements that you're supposed to. The state's argument against the order points partly to the cost of what it would take to get phones there. Like, no, they didn't have a whole ton of infrastructure at Alligator Alcatraz, so I guess they don't have cell towers and they don't have phone lines that have run out there.
Well, that was part of the draw, right? It was supposed to be a scary kind of facility, so It's in the middle of nowhere. That's what they wanted.
Well, they got to have phones, and they say the price tag is a little too much. They don't want to shell out $180,000 to get phone systems there.
Where were they getting their phones from? I could find a better phone guy than that.
I mean, I'm sure that they got some friends that do phone stuff that they could just write a blank check to like they've done everything else. May I remind you...
Sean'sPhones.com? Yeah, definitely.
May I remind you, they spent $92 million on porta potties from a company called Duty Calls. $92 million, and you can't shell out like 2/10 of that? Like $180,000 for phones is ridiculous, especially when you have all these blank checks because we're still in a big state of emergency that has gone on for like a couple of years now. But millions of Floridian taxpayer funds, Blankenship says, went to the facility, and yet they can't spend in their budget is a measly $180,000 just to provide basic phone access.
Well, and it's not even like, look, I get it. You go, I don't like the people that are going there. Whatever you think about this, we have basic things that you're supposed to get when you're accused of stuff. And part of our justice system is that you're able to make calls and get somebody to possibly get you out if there's been some sort of wrong that's happened to you. They got to have the phones. Like that's an important thing.
Yeah. And officials stated that traditional landline service is not an option because the area lacks carrier infrastructure. The state would need to either construct a cell tower or employ several Starlink systems and purchase cell phones. They would also need to pay for specialized technicians to configure the equipment and maintain connectivity. I just really think that that's such a small price tag. It almost is like they don't want to give them phones.
Yeah, that seems bad.
Speaking of alligators, it is mating season.
Yeah.
There we go.
Why is Josh excited about that?
Josh is excited about some very random things today.
Don't worry about
The guy that showed up with a knife, drunk.
Guy blew up his
house.
Worry about your damn self.
Alligator mating season is underway in Florida, posing a threat to residents in the state. It could get a little, deadly is what the headline says. Earlier this week, the Pine Meadows Conservation Area issued a warning about mating season after one such gator attacked a cow, resulting in them having to put down the cow.
Oh, no.
According to local officials, courtship between alligators begins in early April, but the actual mating happens in May or June. I didn't know the gators have like a little dating period or something.
Of course,
Courtship.
Yeah, definitely.
During this time, female alligators build nests and can lay dozens of eggs by late June or early July. The alligators will be more active, making it especially important for residents and visitors to remain alert near water. Now, if that doesn't make you want to be alert near water, I give you this. A 74-year-old man went to an emergency department in Florida after jumping into the waters off Florida's Gulf Coast. Just 3 days earlier, the man was otherwise healthy and active on the coast. But at one point, he jumped into the water. He got a cut on his right leg. It quickly became painful and bruised. 2 days later, the skin on his right arm started changing color. By day 3, when he arrived at the hospital, he was in dire shape. He got a flesh-eating bacteria.
Oh my God.
Bacteria.
All right.
They said he had rapidly rotting limbs. The lower half of his leg was darkly covered, indicating bleeding under his skin. Doctors noted a crackling sound, suggesting gases bubbling out of his dying flesh. And some of the outer layers of skin were peeling off. I'm so sorry if you're eating right now. His arm wasn't much better.
This is disgusting.
It appeared red, discolored, and swollen. A large blood blister had formed, suggesting a severe flesh-eating infection. So yeah, he was rushed into surgery to start cutting out the dead and infected tissue. It got his arm and his leg. It cost him.
Jesus, man.
Thank you, Josh.
Like going to the gas station.
Vulnificus V. vulnificus is what it's called, can infect people 2 ways: through wounds exposed to contaminated water, as in the man's case, or more commonly, contaminated seafood. But watch out if you get open wounds in the water. It might not be such a good time for you. Another woman who was having a good time. This is over in Sarasota. And I know that there's a bunch of you out there doing this. And shame on you.
We could talk directly to them. We got a lot of listeners in that area.
This is still illegal, all right? It's no matter how safe you think it is, it's still illegal to get behind the wheel of your Tesla wasted and let autopilot drive you home.
Come on.
But should it be for that much longer?
For that much longer, no. I mean, once they finally make the ruling that, Waymos are allowed to happen.
Yeah.
You can be drunk in the backseat of a Waymo.
Josh drives drunk all the time.
Yeah.
One of his favorite things to do, this guy. Gets behind the wheel. Doesn't even have any kind of robot driving his car for us, for God's sake.
I went out of town with Josh and I watched him rent a car just so he could drive drunk. Didn't even need it.
It's his favorite pastime. That and gators having sex, believe it or not.
A man's got to have hobbies.
A woman was intoxicated at twice the legal limit, they said, when she got behind the wheel, believing her Tesla's autopilot would get her home safely.
Autopilot.
Do I think that autopilot can get you home safely if you're drunk? Yes, I think it could happen. I think probably if you were to make that decision, as bad of a decision as it is, as dangerous a decision as it is, the autopilot would probably do a better job driving than you would. However, there are checks and balances in the Tesla system, and one of them is that they make sure that you're keeping your eyes on the road. According to Trooper Ken Watson, around 2 a.m., 37-year-old Kimberly Brown, she wasn't keeping her eyes on the road. She took a little nappy nap behind the wheel of her Tesla. Extremely dangerous, according to the trooper.
Can I tell you, though, if I'm Tesla, I'm like, thank you. That's like, you're so impressed with this service that you're so like, you have so much faith in the auto driving feature of our Tesla vehicles that you will take a nap drunk on the way home, knowing you're going to get home safe.
I don't know if she intentionally took the nap. Well, we'll see. It says that she was traveling northbound on I-75, intoxicated at more than twice the legal limit, making the assumption that Tesla would get her home safely. But there are monitors within the vehicle that make sure you're looking forwards and will initially warn you if you stop looking forward or if you nod off. After the warning, it'll ultimately shut down the car and stop the system if you're not paying attention. When Brown stopped responding to the vehicle's alerts, the car came to a halt in the middle lane of the interstate. Didn't even pull over for safety, just stopped. She should not have been behind the wheel, unfortunately, says Watson, the trooper, and was intoxicated more than 2 times the illegal limit. Detectives are still investigating the incident.
The weird thing, C-Lane, is, am I wrong about this? Aren't there actual cars that are just driving around our city by themselves?
Yes.
There's cars automatically.
100%.
they're just driving around, no human, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get into a car drunk and let the car drive that same way, that is still still illegal.
You're not supposed to do it because you still technically have control of the car when you're sitting behind the wheel like that. Like you could still make a decision and grab the wheel or do whatever. Now, I think once Tesla is satisfied enough with the progress that they've made to say, and I think probably your local law enforcement would have to sign off on this. I don't know what Waymo hoops they have to jump through, but to say that, hey, this car can drive itself now, she can sit in the back seat and let the thing drive her home, then I don't see any problem with that.
Somebody says mugshot, please. Here she is, just so you know. There she is. This is the lady.
That's, what did I say, 37 years old, I think?
Yeah.
So, something like that.
She's just taking a little nap in her Tesla, just a little too drunk.
I would have gotten away with it, too, if it hadn't been for the fact that the Tesla stopped in the middle of the interstate because I wasn't looking forward. And last but not least, in this week in Florida, on Wednesday, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd took to the podium to announce the results of a recent undercover sting. The week-long Operation Child Predator 8 will focus primarily on catching child predators, as the name would imply.
I hate that movie.
They started on Monday, April 20th, and by Sunday, April 26th, they wrapped it up. They arrested 19 people, 16 of which traveled thinking they were going to engage children in illegal sex. We call them child deviants, child predators, pedophiles, but one of them, 68-year-old Thomas Hicks, look up this guy's mugshot, 68-year-old Thomas Hicks, the arrested child predator. He works in marketing for Tri-County Behavioral Health, and he plays Santa Claus every year at several different events. In fact, Hicks sent social media messages to an undercover detective who was posing as a 13-year-old girl's guardian. He told the UC that he would pay $200 to have sex with the girl and was explicit in describing the acts he wanted to perform, but said he would be gentle. Santa Claus. Judd said
they even had a picture with him and the sheriff, for God's sake.
Oh my God.
Judd said, we arrested Santa Claus. Now I want all the children who may be watching this to understand it's not the real Santa Claus, okay? In fact, one of their NGOs that was working the case with them said, oh my goodness, I've already booked him for a party next Christmas.
Oh no.
He no longer has that booking, and that's it for This Week in Florida.
Damn, double whammy. He lost the job and got on the hook. And what my favorite thing was, he started over-explaining. Like, they asked him, they're like, Santa, what the hell? What are you doing? You're caught up in this sting. And he goes, look, I've been married for a long time, and I hired these women on the side. And he said, I saw this girl's profile, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I kept going back to it. And it's like, buddy, shut up. You've got enough problems already, man.
Santa needs to step out on Mrs.
Claus. Right. He's just explaining far too much. Oh, I'm looking at this outside of the Scientology Center at the moment. It looks like we've got a group of people ready for a raid on the Scientology Center, all dressed up as minions now, as things have escalated for the Scientology runs that have been going on.
Speed runs.
Yeah, the speed runs through the Scientology Center. They're not going to be thrilled about this, I don't think. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got our friend Mo DeWitt joining us shortly here on the show. We're excited to talk to him. We've got a lot of great questions for him. And we've got more to get through. Alex Jones' final show. What happened there? What's going on with his company?
He ate his neighbors.
And he did, at least at one point in time. And a movie that is losing just a historic amount of money at the box office, which is pretty crazy. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's a couple accidents on I-4 that might cause...
Stand by, school bikers. Stand by. Quick A+ live read for Mills Air. Incoming.
Over St. John's River Bridge. Expect some stop and go getting through that Champions Gate area as well. Florida's Turnpike's going to give you some trouble. The roadways are busy this afternoon, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866 866-776-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Orlando. Sleep better and save big right now at Mattress Warehouse. Save up to $800 warehouse-wide. Get buy one, get one free deals, plus a free adjustable base on select mattresses. With 0% interest financing, free delivery, and their exclusive lifetime price guarantee, you can't miss this. Only at Mattress Warehouse.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of things that come across my desk where I say, I don't want to speak for this company. I don't want to talk for this company because I don't know what they're doing. If they're ripping you off, I don't want to give them any attention. I'd rather lose out on whatever money I'd get for it. But then in some cases, I go, this is a company that I'm absolutely proud to tell people about. That's Mills Air for me. Legitimately, I'm happy and proud to tell people that if your AC has any issues, if you've got problems, it's flooding out, it's frozen up, it's making noises, it's banging around, it's not working, it's not keeping you cold, whatever your problem is. If you have that problem or any problem with your AC, Mills Air is going to help you out. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That means they can get you a really big rebate check for a brand new Carrier unit, over $1,000 in your pocket. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. So give them a call. If there's anything wrong with your AC, I want you to call them, all right? It's 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at...
Hello. Chat, question for you. You have two choices. All right? Hey. You have two choices. Choose wisely. You can either get $1. Oh, is he? Okay. What's the matter? Okay, drive safe. You can either get $1 per push-up for the rest of your life. $1 per push-up for the rest of your life, or $1 million. Choose wisely. Hey, Mo. Come on in. Thank you, sir. What's that?
You know, if you already have a quote, recent studies show that less than 20% of people compare the first quote they get. They just take it. Don't do that. Shop around and let that mortgage guy down help you, because I've heard from plenty of people, they said, we legitimately shop multiple places, and Don got us the lowest quote. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote today at thatmortgaguyDon.com.
See if there's something you could put on it. Do they have cooling ones or something? Stop doing that. That's not good. Okay. Bring her back safe. Hey, Mo. I'm not yelling at her. I'm not yelling at her, Mo. The microphone's on, just so you know.
Shirt for you.
Oh, nice. Bowling shirt. Folks, look at this. Oh, shit. The camera's pointing at the wall. Hey! There you go. All right. Look at this. These came out nice.
Yeah, good job.
I like them. Oh, now we're talking. Don't get burned. Callmo.com. I was going to give this away, but I'm not going to give this away. These are great. Where'd you get these?
China.
These are awesome. China. I don't know how expensive these are, but they're actually really cool. No. With the printing that like wraps around and the stitching?
Fowler shouldn't know, but I mean, who's gonna throw that out?
No way.
Throw out another bit,
No, this is good. Like this is the kind of thing you just toss in a drawer somewhere and forget about it.
For 10 years.
Yeah. That's cool. That's good merch.
Yeah, I gotta test them out. make sure they work is my only like you know, they don't.
Somebody burns themselves
Yeah.
and sues you. Moswag. They're saying they need it? Yeah. I mean, of course you need it, but you don't have one, all right? I do. Might do the rest of the show in this sucker just to show off a little bit.
Protect those very frail hands.
Yeah, well, that's not going to help me out with the accusations about my hands and all.
It's true.
All right, let's get set up here. Stand by, everybody. We're coming back in just a minute.
For the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage Dental, now accepting appointments at our new location in Ormond Beach. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on care. Call 800-226-8844. 800-226-8844. That's 800-226-8844.
On Plus Nicotine Pouches present Comfort Chronicles. A 10 o'clock tea time. How comfortable. You show up in stretchy shorts, a breathable tee, and maybe no socks. Let the dogs breathe. While others sweat in pleated khakis, you're in your comfort zone bombing drives. And in your pocket, On Plus Nicotine Pouches. The softest pouch on the planet. Buy a can at onnicotine.com. Products for tobacco consumers 21 years of age or older. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
This is Saigon, the story of my family and of the country that shaped us.
From iHeart Podcasts, Saigon.
The United States will not stand by and allow any power to take over another country.
One city, a divided country, and the war that tore America apart.
There's a fire coming to this country, and it's going to burn out everything.
Search Saigon on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the news.
So good to have you with us. I got something I got to rant about really quickly. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I just got to get it out of the way, and then we'll move on. We'll get it done with. Okay? Is that all right?
Okay.
I guess.
Jeez,
You guys, I mean, could you? Are you with me even here? I mean, you are going to be forced, yeah, because you have your headphones on regardless. So you're going to have to listen to this. That much is true. But I want to get this out there because I saw not just one, I saw multiple stories today. And everybody acts impressed when they see these stories, and I'm over it. So I want to pop this balloon. I want to do this. And I'll give you the example of one of the stories I saw this morning where they said a German man did the unthinkable. A 23-year-old man.
Timothy Chalamet.
Here he is. It's not Timothy Chalamet. No. This is a man who went skydiving, and then as he was skydiving, solved a Rubik's Cube.
Whoa.
And I'm so over, like, for some reason, culture in the United States of America, the whole world, I think, we have decided that we look at people who can solve Rubik's Cubes as if they're smart. I don't know where this started, where this came from. I used to know a kid in middle school. His name was Jeremy, all right? And Jeremy was obsessed with his stupid Rubik's Cube, and he brought it everywhere with him, and he was always moving his Rubik's Cube around before kids had fidget spinners and all that stuff. And Jeremy could solve the Rubik's Cube. And he was one of the dumbest people I ever met in my entire life. All right? This guy was
You've met some dumb people.
I have met some dumb people, Moses DeWitt. I have. All right? You know as well as I do. This guy was one of the dumbest people I've ever met. But for some reason, we have decided that we equate when somebody can solve a Rubik's Cube as that person's like some sort of genius. Like, there's a room of all the smart people, and they're all just solving their Rubik's Cubes. This guy did it while he was skydiving. They're holding him still so he can move all the sides around and solve the Rubik's Cube.
Tom Snooze over here.
So slow, too.
Oh, they got a percentage at the top.
Yeah, 67%, 70%. Got it. Almost. And he did it. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
Yay. Who cares? There's so
Jeremy
many stories. Jeremy's a loser. Jeremy.
What happened to him?
He never went on to do anything. But everybody was like, oh my God, Jeremy should be in gifted classes. And I was like, why? Do you see him with a Rubik's Cube?
Jeremy cubed in class today. Y'all ever seen Pearl Jam?
I said to myself,
that's Pearl Jam.
Why do we equate this with being smart? As far as I'm aware, I think there's a pretty simple trick, right? That you figure out and then you know how to do the dumb Rubik's Cube. But in our culture, I went to a party not that long ago, and somebody
cool guy
at
alert.
the party.
You left the house?
It's only going to get better from here, guys, okay? The story's only going to get better from here. I went to a party the other day.
I hope so.
And this person at the party had not one but two Rubik's Cubes.
Whoa.
And they're doing the same thing, just idly. They're moving them around. They're solving the Rubik's Cubes in their hand as they're doing all this. And everybody, to a person that I saw walking up to them, was like, you know how to solve one of those? Oh, I didn't know you were so smart. Like, oh, my God, I didn't know that you were so smart. There's stories galore every day. Can I be the one who says it? It's not impressive.
Was this a little kid's birthday party?
It wasn't technically a little kid's birthday party, but it was a little kid at a birthday party. Yes, those parts of it are true. It was a little kid, and he had two Rubik's Cubes, and he's moving them around. He's like, I don't even think he was really solving them. But there's nothing impressive about this. Why has our culture embraced the idea that a Rubik's Cube, when you solve it, somehow makes you some mathematical genius or something? We need to get past this, please.
I think when I had one when I was young, I couldn't solve it, so I tried just taking all the stickers off and replacing them.
What a
classic.
My God. I'm telling you, look, Rubik's Cube breaks record while skydiving. Annapolis plays host to the Rubik's Cube competition. Just story after story about these young people who are engaging in this as if it's some sort of impressive feat. I don't really think it is. All right, I'm sorry. I do not really think that there's anything impressive about it.
That don't impress you much?
It don't, actually. Abraham says this is because Sean can't do it. It's not because I can't do it. I would be able to do it in 5 minutes. I would be able to YouTube it. Here's the technique that you use. And then afterwards, wow, so amazing. I'm just not impressed.
Okay, so you can solve a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I'm just not. It literally does not impress me. Welcome our friend Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. He's here with us today.
Yeah.
Yes, there he is. Moses DeWitt, DeWitt Law Firm. We got some questions for you. Yes, yeah.
You told me you're too drunk to come into work today.
Why would I admit that?
That was probably earlier in the week.
Normal.
It's still true. maybe too drunk to work for you, but the bar is low here.
It's not.
Fair point.
It's not necessarily untrue just because he happens to be here. Sin Solution says, sounds like Sean is trying to simplify his own stupidity. I just think that for some reason, at some point along the line, we equated people who can solve Rubik's Cubes as geniuses. And I don't think it's a very impressive thing. There's so many other things you could do that will impress me. In fact, I get impressed by the audience all the time, but this is not one of them. I don't know. I'm just not impressed in the slightest at any of this. Okay, we have a couple of things to get into with our friend Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm, and we shall do that momentarily. I want to play just a bit of this. I guess Alex Jones had his final show, on InfoWars. He had his final show. They were gathered around. Did they curse on InfoWars? I wouldn't think they would.
I think he does.
Oh, does he? Well, then stay by the dump button.
Oh, twice in one day?
But they were giving InfoWars to The Onion, the people at The Onion, the parody satire website. We're going to be taking ownership of it. And then I think at the last minute, there was some sort of weird thing where he pulled a legal maneuver and he didn't have to give it up just yet. He still owns InfoWars. All this started because Alex Jones owed in a judgment the families of Sandy Hook victims an obscene amount of money. Like just an absolutely obscene amount of money.
Money that he didn't have.
Money that he didn't have. So it made him sell off what he did have, which is InfoWars and the studio and all of the equipment and the brand and the logo and all that stuff. Mo, the weird thing to me is after this, Alex Jones said like, oh, we're just finishing the touches on our new studio and we're about to launch a new website and we have a new thing where we can sell you like buckets of food and stuff.
InfoWars with 2 S's.
Yeah, yes. And I'm like, what is that? How does that do anything? They made him sell off all of his assets to pay for this huge judgment that he couldn't pay for.
$1.4 billion.
But then he could just start up a new company, and how does that not become a target of the money he?
Well, I would assume the lawsuit was against InfoWars. It may have also been against him, personally. Mm-hmm. So they're going to take all the assets of InfoWars. They may be able to go after his assets personally as well. But if he, quote unquote, works for a new company that's funded by somebody else, there's no judgment against that company.
Okay.
As long as he's not pouring his own funds that are subject to seizure into that company.
Would they not, Moses, in the terms of the deal to sell InfoWars to The Onion, would they not include some sort of non-compete so he doesn't start up a new InfoWars?
I don't think they can because it's being sold as part of the bankruptcy. So it's basically being sold at auction. So you can't force him to sign a non-compete to not be able to work further when they're just selling off the assets.
Can they control how much money he makes? Like if he made over a certain amount, they could be like, no, you're not allowed to make this much. You need to pay off what you owe.
No, but they can garnish his wages if he makes over a certain amount.
Can you garnish 100% over a certain amount?
So basically they want you to be able to live, at least in Florida.
No kind of them.
Yeah. So there's like head of household exemptions and things like that. There's certain things that are exempt from garnishment. But if you're making $100 million, they're going to be able to garnish a good portion of that.
Well, here's his final broadcast. Let's see what he says here. Hopefully no cursing.
I never bluff, folks. If you knew what we had, the whistleblowers, the documents, we have royal flushes. They are screwed to the moon.
Screwed to the moon.
All glory goes to Jesus Christ and our Heavenly Father, the leads, guys, and direct us. We commit ourselves to God.
One thing that's unbelievable to me is when we're doing this show, I've got a stack of stories next to me, and then I have an opening sheet. That's it. The opening sheet just tells me what to say at the beginning of the show. It tells me it's Auntie with Cat's birthday today. Shouts out to you, Auntie with Cats, over on TNJ chat. And that's about it. Do you see the amount of papers that Alex Jones has in front of him for a broadcast? I mean, it's unbelievable. This guy has stack after stack after stack.
That's only slightly messier than what my desk looks like when I host the show.
Is it?
I kind of have
like Alex Jones.
He does. He spreads out.
I have different stacks, and I have some sort of half-wit organization to them where it's like, this is a quick story that doesn't mean a lot. This is more of a talker. But there's a lot of stacks.
Well, he has many stacks.
And if God stands with us, who can stand against us? And that's how I close out. So I salute you all. What a
They're
crew.
drinking.
The hell we've been through has only made us stronger. Let me ask you, would you have it any other way?
Wait, hold on. Would you have it any way? Wouldn't you rather have it a way where you didn't have to give up the studio?
Seems like a fair point.
Like, would you have it any other way? Hell no, this is all. Like, wouldn't you rather not
to be in business?
Yeah,
continue to have a job.
I would like to have a gig still. I'd like for you not to owe billions of dollars. Like, what do you mean you wouldn't have it any other way?
Stronger now in this fight. Yeah! I salute this crew and all the viewers and listeners to this fight, and I commit myself to Jesus Christ's hands.
Amen. God bless the InfoWar. Woo!
You are the InfoWar. It lives forever. We're going to play Frank Sinatra Blue Eyes and come back with the great Tom Renz and then Jade Iyer to close this out. God bless you all. That's it. The next piece.
That's how it goes out, I guess.
I think that the people there couldn't really discern whether he was giving a prayer or a toast. So they're like,
Yeah.
Amen.
They seem into it. I wouldn't have it any other way. That was the end of that. And then he's launching a new studio, which is kind of crazy. And just going right back to it. Not InfoWars anymore, I guess. When we come back, we'll get into jury duty, our questions with Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Have you guys seen the latest piece of Mo merch here? Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to show it to you in a second here, Celine. You ready? Brace yourself.
Okay.
Picture what you think I'm about to unveil here. Just try to see if you could guess.
This is a new Mo merchandise piece.
Yeah. I've got it right below the desk here in the studio. Don't peek. I know you got the cameras so you can look around. Got it right down here. Right? Ready?
Okay, let's
just
see
call Mo coffin.
I bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh,
I bet you didn't see that coming. Right
oven mitt.
It's a flaming oven mitt. Don't get burned. Just call Mo. The hilarious outcome would be if somebody actually got burned while
they have to sign a disclaimer that it may not work.
While wearing it. It's really gorgeous. It's very. Mo's always coming up with the best merch here. I don't know. Did you put your finest staff member on this?
We did. Right. Best and the brightest.
Who was it? Who was the brains responsible for this?
Also the drunkenest team member around, Mr. Fowler.
I knew it.
Yeah,
Look at this guy. He seems like an oven mitt guy. These are glorious. Can people get them? Are they available? Or
not yet. They'll be coming out soon.
Oh, nice.
Keep an eye on the socials.
You can't even get this now. I'm the
Drunk
only
driving Hall of Fame inductee Josh Fowler.
Don't say that. All right, quick break. When we come back, jury duty with Moses DeWitt. Get our questions ready, C-Lane, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
AI doesn't have a childhood story that goes too far. We do. In spades. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
We'll start with hoops where the Magic try to eliminate East top seed Detroit tonight without Franz Wagner. He's out for Game 6. He's got a calf strain. Orlando City SC will visit Inter Miami tomorrow for the Florida Derby. The Lions are coming off a win over New England in the U.S. Open Cup. And the fastest 2 minutes in sports, that'll happen tomorrow in Louisville. Renegade is the favorite in this year's Kentucky Derby. I'm Scott Davidson.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Heather Sparks, head of content at Zenith, discusses the power of radio hosts.
I actually think DJs were the original influencers. You invited them into your home, you invited them into your ear, you built a relationship with them, you understood and trusted the things that were interesting to them.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live conversations, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Want a Big Green Egg? For the lowest price anywhere, go to Wassey's Meat Market. They'll deliver and set up your Big Green Egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave. Follow Wassey's Meat Market on Instagram or go to the website, wasseysmeatmarket.com for your Big Green Egg today.
The 35th Annual Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival is lighting up Lock Haven Park May 12th through the 25th. With over 100 shows from around the world, there's something for everyone at Fringe. Weekends are for Kids Fringe, a free festival just for kids with hands-on fun and performances. Chill on the Fringe lawn with live free music, pop-up shows, and a full bar. And when the sun sets, Fringe After Dark takes over with late-night adults-only entertainment every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Plan your Fringe at OrlandoFringe.org.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. I think we can all agree that plumbing issues are the worst, and it's always great to have a seasoned professional ready to go if you happen to run into those problems. Enter Modern Plumbing Industries. From houses to high-rises, these guys are Central Florida's plumbing company. Employee-owned and in business since 1975. Their integrity and workmanship are second to none, and they have some great deals as well. If you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll receive $50 off your service call. Book your appointment today at 407-327-6000 or hop online at modernpi.com.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. Full sand family fun. Coming to Kia Center August 8th and 9th. Brought to you by B80 Tires, your local Ford dealers, and Morgan & Morgan. Visit monsterjam.com today.
Right now, Renewal by Andersen is giving Orlando homeowners the power to choose. For a limited time, pick the offer that works best for you. Take 20% off your entire window and door replacement project, or enjoy 24 months of special financing. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 full years. You know that living in Central Florida means dealing with extreme heat, high humidity, and rising energy costs. And if your windows and doors aren't performing like they should, your home could be working against you and your wallet. Renewal by Andersen's energy-efficient replacement windows and doors are designed for Florida homes, helping keep your home cooler, cut drafts, and ease the strain on your AC system. Schedule a free in-home design consultation where their experts are going to guide you through the full replacement process from design to install. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to choose your savings today, or stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Are you trying to get weight loss support through telehealth, but it feels overwhelming and rushed? Check out Orderly Meds now. OrderlyMeds.com was built to be different. Here you connect with real doctors who take the time to understand your goals, review your eligibility, and guide you through a plan that's right for you. Orderly Meds provides access to proven GLP-1 medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide, including both name brand options and personalized compounded versions when appropriate. So you have choices backed by clinical oversight, not guesswork. It's a simpler, more supportive telehealth experience designed around people who want clarity, care, and confidence in their weight loss journey. And your medication is delivered directly to your home in discreet packaging, so your experience stays private from start to finish. Do your research, ask the right questions, then visit orderlymeds.com/radio for an exclusive offer. Again, that's orderlymeds.com/radio. Individual results may vary, not medical advice. Eligibility required. See site for details.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Radio. 104.1. documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
the world's most viral newsroom. You can always watch live, believe it or not. Yeah, indeed, you can. Go over to YouTube or twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. You can find all of this on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. Our friend Mo DeWitt is with us here today on the show, and that means when Mo stops by, generally that's when we offload all of these questions that we have built up in the days and even weeks sometimes before a Mo appearance here on the show. And oftentimes they're very strange, but he's professional enough, and he responds to them regardless. In most cases. Sometimes Mo looks at us and just shakes his head and is like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing here.
What happened to my life?
Yeah, why am I doing this right now is the look that we'll get from time to time.
I probably should have said this off the air, but...
great. Yeah, great. Is that what we have?
Are we going to ask him about the thing?
What thing? Which one?
The Venus guard?
Oh, no. No, oh, God.
That'd be hard to...
All right, we have to now.
It's difficult to dance around.
Celine's bringing this up because we thought of you when we had a very awkward conversation.
Not loving where this is going.
Well, I'm just telling you what's happening, all right?
Okay.
So we thought of you when we had an awkward conversation recently.
I thought we thought of you because we learned about this product, and the way it works is kind of like a booby trap.
Yeah.
Which we've talked on the show before. You can't have booby traps. Like you can't have a door that opens and it shoots you because you're not supposed to be, opening that door. Stuff like that.
Right. Here it is, Moses. All right. This is an actual product, and it's called the Venus Guard. You can see right here. And this is a self-defense item.
Okay.
And I know this seems strange because you're looking at it and you're going, how can that be self-defense? What is that?
Yeah.
It's made to be inserted into somebody. And then if somebody tries to have sex with that person, they're not willing, they will get their parts tied up in this, and it'll do damage to them. Right? So it's basically like a chastity belt kind of thing, but if you tried to do something to somebody, you would get stuck for a second, and then it would pull off into your body, and it would do damage to the guy.
Barbed inside, and it has to be cut off by like a medical professional.
Yeah, like they
How is that safe to put in your body?
Well, I guess it's
smooth on the outside.
It's smooth on the outside, but if somebody tries to put something in it, it becomes like a trap, like a bear trap kind of thing.
All right.
And it gets stuck on the guy, and who cares about this guy because whoever it is doing something terrible, right? But the question was, if you had something like that, is that a problem? Because we've talked with you before. This is why we thought about you. You told us before about the story about people booby trapping stuff. Mm-hmm. Even if you're booby trapping stuff to stop somebody from committing a crime against you, you can't necessarily do that, right?
So the purpose behind the booby trap law was you can't use deadly force or inflict great bodily harm to protect property. Because property is a different standard than protecting yourself from great bodily harm in like a self-defense scenario.
All right.
So here, if this was occurring, obviously that's a situation where you yourself are experiencing great bodily harm. So you would have the right to use a weapon or something to defend yourself in that scenario.
So as an example, if somebody was breaking into my shed, and I put a pit outside my shed with some spears, and then when the person came back to rob my shed, they fell in and they got, impaled on the spears. Yeah. There's Josh Fowler. I caught him, red-handed. He was trying to break into my shed.
Viet Cong Sean got me.
Can't do that because that is me protecting my property. But this is you protecting your life.
Exactly. So that's the difference there is, from a public policy perspective, we don't want people using deadly force to protect, a rake from being stolen or something like that. Obviously, if there's a person present or if somebody is and has a reasonable belief that great bodily harm is about to be inflicted on them, then you can use reasonable force to defend yourself in that scenario.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is an incredibly interesting product. I don't know. I don't think you can actually buy it yet. I think it's more of a prototype at this point in time. But yeah, that's the Venus card.
However, they have found men to test it, which was kind of surprising.
They said in testing, the men were not able to pull it off of themselves, and they had to get an expert, like a doctor, to be able to cut this off of them. But I guess don't go bothering somebody who's got one of these, and you won't have any problems to begin with. Let's go to the list.
So, final answer: it doesn't count as a booby trap, and not for the reason that that's not where you put it.
Exactly.
Sorry to start off with that, but that's what we have at the top of the list. What else do we have for Moses?
All right, softball here. We're getting way away from that kind of stuff.
Give him a meatball right down the middle.
A couple weeks ago, we talked about this case in Palm Beach, where a Palm Beach County man, they say he used AI video. He showed up somewhere where there was a police officer, I think at a store. And he made an AI video of the police officer's car. Now, he generated this video to show people breaking into the cop's car, and then he went inside and showed it to the cop, and the cop freaked out and went and looked at the car. He didn't see anything missing. He went and looked through the security footage, and he didn't see that anybody had approached the vehicle except for the guy with the video. And then he looked a little closer and thought, okay, it doesn't say... what was it? It doesn't say Seminole County on the side, or it doesn't say Seminole Sheriff, and the two men are not visible through the car's windshield once they enter. So they're like, okay, this is AI, this is fake. And they arrested the guy. They actually got him in Puerto Rico and extradited him back to Seminole County, and they charged him with making a false report of a crime to law enforcement, which it seems like he's done.
He filmed this, by the way, Moses. He showed the cop, and he filmed it. It goes up to the cop. He's like, somebody's breaking in your car right now, and he showed him the AI video.
But he also released a viral video about it, to get his views up and all that. They charged him with making a false report of a crime to law enforcement, which seems like he's done. But they also charged him with tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. Could an experienced attorney make the argument that a digital video is not physical evidence? What would have to be physical about it?
Well, also the intent of that statute is that you're tampering with existing evidence, meaning that there was, like, let's say a surveillance video that then you went in and, using AI, edited in a certain fashion to make it seem like you did do the crime or didn't do the crime or whatever it may be. Here, he's completely fabricated the evidence in and of itself. So arguably, he's not tampering with evidence. He created fake evidence, which I don't know if that's necessarily within the intent of that statute. Based on the wording, it still may fall within it, but I think it's certainly not what the original intent of that statute was. But of course, with making the false report to law enforcement, that seems fairly straightforward.
Yeah, but the other one, you think possibly
there's an argument there. I mean, I have to go back and actually look at the language of the statute to see if it falls within it, if there's enough there to fall within it. But certainly, if you're just considering the intent, because obviously when that statute was made, AI probably didn't even exist.
Yeah, they weren't ready for any of this stuff.
That statute is there, for when people destroy or tamper with existing evidence, which is obviously a crime.
Right.
This, there may be an argument around that, but we'd have to look at the actual language of the statute to see if it's broad enough to catch this or not.
All right. You can email us any questions you had for Moses here. Hit us up, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Send me an email or send a dispatch. Record your question or anything else you have on your mind over at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick break. Back with the Power Hour on a Friday to wrap things up for the week. We'll have some fun. Join along for the ride. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic stop and go on I-4 eastbound approaching World Drive due to an accident. The left lane's blocked there. Traffic's backed up into that Champions Gate area. I-4 westbound over St. John's River Bridge. There's delays due to an accident before State Road 46. That's off to the shoulder there. Look out for a crash getting cleared up on Orange Blossom Trail near Oak Ridge Road. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Terminix. Termite alert. It is termite season in Florida, and swarms have been identified in your area. Termites can attack your home or business and cause costly damage. Don't live with the termite problem. Before you see termites this swarm season, Terminix it. Schedule a free inspection at Terminix.com.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
SeaWorld 7 Seas Food Festival is back with more than 200 flavors and 30 concerts. Enjoy mouth-watering dishes inspired by global cuisines and new rotating menus. Savor delectable bites, refreshing wines, vibrant cocktails, and craft brews. Get a taste of live music tonight when Molly Hatchet takes the stage. SeaWorld 7 Seas Food Festival. Select dates now through May 17th. Concerts are free with park admission. Learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change the course of your life and the lives of people counting on you. Because we believe the better we care for nursing students now, the brighter the future of nursing will be. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Here's a question. How many brokers does it take to insure your business? If you're like most business owners, the answer is way too many. Multiple policies, multiple applications, and no clear view of how it all fits together. And when questions come up, it's not easy to get the clarity you need. Supershore changes that. One broker for all your business insurance, backed by the team that works for you year-round, not just for renewal. And if you've ever stared at a policy just wondering what it actually covers, Supershore has a fine print fax tool that translates the legal jargon into plain English so you can understand it. And now you know what's covered and what's not. Right now, you can go to supershore.com and get a full report on your current policies with no obligation. Find out if you're overinsured, underinsured, or somewhere in between.
Hey, folks. Big news. Stand by, stand by. Right here. Incoming. Cyclonus with the 5 gifted subs to Secret Shows. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Much, much appreciated. Go grab them if you need a subscription over at thenewsjunkie.com while you can. They should be there. Let me see. Yeah, there's 4 available right now, so go grab them. Thank you, Cyclonus.
Welcome to Delicious. To everyone who thinks bold burgers are worth celebrating, let our team member Isabe tell you about the Colby Jack Pub Burger at Culver's.
I could talk about this pub burger all day, but our guests said it best.
This is the best pub burger. That sauce, so good.
That's why it's back now for a limited time.
Fresh beef, Wisconsin Colby Jack cheese, crispy onions, and zesty A1 pepper mayo.
Let us make one for you at Culver's.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
This Mother's Day, celebrate the mom in your life with a beautifully curated brunch at Rosen Center, crafted by Chef Tony Navoa. Inspired by the dedication and love his own mother instilled in him, each dish is a reflection of the care and intention that make gatherings like this unforgettable. With dozens of decadent dishes, fresh seafood and sushi, omelet, waffle, and carving stations, plus complimentary champagne, mimosas, and free self-parking. Make your reservation now for Sunday, May 10th at rosencenter.com. Treat mom to a brunch she'll never forget.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or two or four. You're listening to
all things viral in the world's most viral newsroom. Learn more about the show, subscribe to the podcast, all of that good stuff over on the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. Our friend Mo DeWitt joins us. He's hanging out with us here on the show today. A couple of emails to get into. Let's see what's happening. I saw this all over the place. I don't follow sports news that closely. I know C-Lane doesn't. Josh, I don't know, maybe. I
do a little bit. Sure.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Moses, do you follow sports news at all?
Big sports news guy.
I've never heard you talk about a sport. No, I hear you talk about hockey with the Solar Bears.
But that's just because,
yeah. But this guy says, hey, this story happened a couple of days ago, and these people only got criminal trespass warnings. The crazy thing about this is I keep seeing these kind of fights in the middle of the stands at games. This is a baseball game. I'm watching it here. And these people are just slugging each other in the face. They're just punching each other, attacking each other. The most wild thing about this was I saw this from like 4 different angles. And there's people cheering it on. This lady back here is like cheering on the whole thing. And you get into a fight at a baseball game. You probably think it's just about your teams and all that stuff. This guy's face is covered in blood now.
Doesn't 99 know about the high ground?
Yeah, he's below him in the stadium. You get into a fight like that, they got off easy if they just got trespassing, right?
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a situation where the other party didn't want to press battery charges. It may have been a mutual combat situation where they don't really know who started it.
Mutual combat.
Yeah, what's mutual combat?
I mean, basically, because, typically in battery, you could have a self-defense argument. So if you're fighting back, you can be defending yourself, so then you shouldn't be charged with battery.
Right.
So if they're both going at each other and there's no real evidence of who started it and who's defending themselves, they kind of just say it's called mutual combat, and then there's not enough evidence to bring charges against either party.
All right. What if because I saw a video, this was horrific, by the way. There's a video making the rounds of some old lady. She's in Chicago, and she gets into like a back and forth in traffic, and she makes the really dumb decision, by the way, of getting out of her vehicle.
Not wise.
She starts shouting at this guy, and the guy he starts decking this old lady.
Yeah.
If you're watching that, and then you go, well, and you hop out and you start fighting the guy who's hitting the old lady and punching her in the face, would that be something where you go, well, he wasn't hitting me or anything, but I'm within my rights to defend this other person, or I don't even know?
Yeah, you have the right to defend a third party. So there, under that scenario, if you reasonably believe that old lady's life or is in danger, or if she's in danger of great bodily harm, then you have the right to defend on behalf of her against him,
right?
Based on the scenario that's playing out in front of you. Now, you may not know the history of it, but based on what's going on right there, you do have the right to defend others.
Real quick, this was one of the big stories we went over this week, and I hate to tell you, Moses, it's a world of politics story.
Okay.
All right, I know you're a very political guy, very
involved in the Cuban politics. Yes,
I won't tell you what side he's on, but Moses is on. Whoa, he's deep.
On the way here, actually, I saw a guy named Mo running for governor, and he said no party.
Oh, really? Yeah, all right, there you go.
I don't know who he is.
Oh, the party? Yeah. So we had a story this week, and I found this to be really interesting. There were federal charges, I believe, against the former head of the FBI, James Comey. And James Comey, the former head of the FBI, is sort of like, he vague posts a lot on social media. He's like sort of emo about some of the things he does. And he'll post like these really dramatic, over the top things on Instagram and elsewhere. One of the things he posted was seashells on a beach. I don't know if you've heard about this or not, Mo.
I have.
And on the beach, the former head of the FBI, James Comey, put 86 in seashells and then 47, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
86, 47 is what he put in seashells. And he has now been charged with a threat on the president's life because he's the 47th president. And 86 means, well, I mean, everybody has their own version of it. This emailer to tipsandthenewsjunkie.com says 86 is actually a mob term. And the former director of the FBI knows mob lingo. It means drive somebody 8 miles out of Vegas and bury them 6 feet under. The restaurant business uses it in kind of the same way. Now, I don't know if that's true.
That's right. You have to drive the cream spinach 8 hours out of Vegas and bury it 6 feet
in the ground.
86 of bacon wrap filet.
I have never heard 86 being mob lingo. Maybe it is. I don't know. But do you think somebody who is charged with threatening another person for putting 86 in their name or something about them, does that seem like a charge that would stick to you as a threat?
I think it's a stretch in the sense that it could be interpreted many ways, and it's not a direct threat. Obviously they have to balance freedom of speech with, direct threats against politicians and the president and things like that. And so, is he directly threatening the president? Is he directly saying he's going to do something? Or, there could be an argument that he is saying, like, get rid of him as president. I mean, that could be an interpretation.
Yeah, so 86 I'm out of office.
Exactly. So I think it's too, while it could be conveyed the other way where it is a threat, I think it's too vague in the sense that it's too subject to interpretation to meet the strict statutory guidelines of being a threat under the statute.
What are we looking at? Like, what are the pieces of the puzzle that make something enough of a threat that you would get in trouble?
So it has to be a direct threat against the president, meaning you have to directly.
What does that sound like, Moses? Like, just if you wanted to.
I was getting very cautious there.
Give us an example of what that would sound.
I do not want to do that.
Like if you said, if somebody said, I want to blow up the White House.
Well, I mean, for instance, there's an Eminem song that says, I know it's never been said, I want the president dead.
Okay.
And the Secret Service investigated him and found it was not a viable threat and did not meet the criteria of the statute.
Saying you want somebody dead isn't saying that you're going to kill somebody.
Yeah, so that's really the difference there. And that's where the statute is. If you're actually making a threat saying you're going to do something, that is what's illegal. Saying that you want something, while it is kind of teetering, is not necessarily a threat.
Right. Not something you should do or explore, but probably it's much more particular than that.
Now, if I said I wanted to do something and then I followed it up with some stupid line like I do what I want, then maybe more threatening?
You're getting there.
you're headed down the path right now. So let us know. Give us any questions you have for Moses as we hang out today and go through all things happening in the world of viral news. Tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. You could also record what we call a dispatch. Record yours right now over on the website at thenewsjunkie.com. Over to Cyclonus with an email. He says, hey, I've never heard of this before, but there's something in some of these news stories called looks maxing. The practice of adolescent and young men modifying their looks by sometimes harmful or idiotic means. all in the chase of looking perfect.
That's right.
I remember you guys were talking about this clavicular guy, and I guess
he was drugs maxing.
He was one of the main faces and voices behind looks maxing. He says, check out this article, Young Boys Looking Up to Clavicular from NPR. Love the show. Thanks and have a great weekend, Cyclonus. Thank you for the email, number one. This is one of those things that's really weird to me because I've followed a lot of this stuff beforehand, and it's crazy how looks maxing is lingo from 2 or 3 different forums where people who call themselves incels hang out online, right? And on these forums where they talk about all sorts of different stuff, they come up with their own language like so many other forums do. There's probably, I don't know, 50,000 people maybe in total that are in these communities. 50,000 people or so. But much like other websites, say, for instance, 4chan or other different websites you'll run into out there, the amount of people doesn't matter because their influence is like really outsized. And so I never expected it, but they've mainstreamed some of these people, including this guy, Clavicular, who's really famous for nothing. He's just kind of a streamer now. But mogged, looks maxing, like a lot of the lingo from this stuff has exploded all over the place and is mainstream in places like NPR now. It's super weird, honestly. But
public radio mogged, idiot.
Yeah, it's happening out there somehow, some way. What else do we have here? Here is JD, who says, sorry, I'm just getting caught up on the podcast as I was in Vegas last week. Nice. I saw the B-52s live, and they were great, he says. That video the B-52s performing has been spreading around, though. And he says, I saw them 35 years ago, and they played the same. I think it was a bad recording of them. They played Love Shack live. It was always a little bit slower and quieter as they were trying to get the fans singing, he says. I'm glad you're a fan. I thought that performance was quite bad.
Not louder, Vegas.
Did I completely and totally forget to officially and rightfully open the Power Hour?
Yes.
Okay, let me do that. Let's do the Power Hour.
They said it couldn't be done. Then they said,
you really think management wants some brown boy Indian leading orientations?
It's time for the Power Hour on the News Junkie.
Moses, that was from
I have a lot of questions. I don't want the answers to
you
them.
don't need the context.
Yeah. No, I sometimes when I think about explaining things, I go, it's going to be too much. Yeah, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I got to remember that in the future. C-Lane's flashing messages at me and everything. That's my bad. That is my bad.
No worries.
My fault, my bad. When we come back, I have one particular legal question that I've been wanting to ask Moses, so we'll do that here. And we have some other people who are sending in their questions. Also, big thanks to the same person that emailed there, Cyclonus, for the gifted subs. That leaves 3 available right now. If you want to grab them on thenewsjunkie.com, I'd encourage you to do that. We'll be back. We got a couple more segments, and then we're going to wrap everything up for Friday in the week. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Traffic stop and go on I-4 eastbound approaching World Drive due to an accident. The left lane's blocked there. Traffic's backed up into that Champions Gate area. I-4 westbound over St. John's River Bridge. There's delays due to an accident before State Road 46. That's off to the shoulder there. Look out for a crash getting cleared up on Orange Blossom Trail near Oak Ridge Road. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hear that? That's the sound of another savvy driver rolling into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. No hassle with appointments or dealer wait times. That's one smart bell.
A reverse mortgage could be a lifesaver for people over 62 on a fixed income. Don't know what that is? Don't know how it works? That's why you call that mortgage guy, Don. He will demystify the mortgage business for you. He is the expert, and he knows rates are improving. That makes the terms even more favorable. So Don will get you some numbers, explain the details. You can get a quote today with no hard credit inquiry. Just hit up that mortgage guy, Don, at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that
TheMortgageGuyDon.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit theNickLeeGroup.com.
Orlando, it's time for the next generation to bring the noise. This Sunday at 4 p.m., the Orlando Storm hosts Junior Storm Day at Inter & Co Stadium. Bring the kids for a family-friendly game day packed with football, fun, and non-stop energy. Plus, the first 5,000 fans score an exclusive inaugural season commemorative coin. Tickets start at just $16 and get a family 4-pack including food and drink for just $119. Get yours now at uflstorm.com/tickets. That's uflstorm.com/tickets. Be there when the storm strikes.
Hey, it's Ryan from the Monsters. If your house is looking a little meh, my guy Raphael at We Paint Everything will turn that meh into wow. Interior, exterior walls, ceilings, trims, cabinets, he handles it all. He paints it, stains it, fixes it, cleans it, even the drywall and wood rot before he starts. Popcorn ceilings, gone. Need help picking colors? He's got you. If you want more than a painter and you want a painting expert, call Raphael at We Paint Everything, 407-657-2000 or online at wepainteverything.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando. Spring is the time to upgrade your home, and Real Radio 104.1 wants to help with the Central Florida Dream Home Mini Makeover. Just go to realradio.fm and enter for your chance to win $2,500 towards interior and exterior painting from We Paint Everything, a new AC system, solar system, or Tesla Powerwall from Solar Installers. No purchase necessary. Give your home the upgrade it deserves with the Dream Home Makeover. Get all the details and enter to win the Central Florida Dream Home Mini Makeover now at realradio.fm.
Russ Rollins from the Monsters. Listen, if you got dust and allergies and weird smells coming out of your air ducts, OrlandoZeroRes.com can help you with that. They can clean your air ducts from all that built-up dust and debris. You mentioned me, and they're going to give you $100 off. It's OrlandoZeroRes.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
TheMortgageGuyDon.com.
At Crush Yard, pickleball is just the beginning. You'll find a full restaurant and bar, arcade games, and plenty of space to hang out with friends. What starts as a few games often turns into food, drinks, and losing track of time. Play a match, grab a bite, catch up, or stay a while. Whether you're competitive, casual, or just along for the fun, there's something here for everyone. Learn more at crushyard.com.
Hey, it's the news junkie, Sean Wasson. And I hear this all the time. I can't afford to call a lawyer. Not true. With Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt and JustCallMo.com, the call is free. The advice is free, and you don't pay a nickel unless you win your case. I'm no attorney, but that sounds pretty good. So if you're ever unsure after an accident, just make the call. It costs you nothing. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com or 1-800-CALL-MO.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter have a brand new song. And it's on the newly released playlist on the free iHeartRadio app. Your no-cost destination to hear all of the songs that were just released, including the Black Keys, Casey Musgraves and Miranda Lambert, Chris Brown featuring Leon Thomas, Daddy Yankee and Shenseea, and so much more. Open the free iHeartRadio app and search new to listen now.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening to
for the day, but the whole damn week to get us into the weekend. And we hope you have a fantastic and safe weekend, of course. I don't know. For once, I've got, the last couple of weekends, I've had crazy plans. For once, we have pretty limited plans this weekend and getting out of the house and out and about, which I guess is not so bad because it's supposed to be a bunch of huge storms in town and it's supposed to be kind of nasty. But Lady Dog is literally right now on the way back from the vet. And she has to have the cone, the cone of shame.
No, why? What happened?
We finally got her fixed after all this time. A lot of time went by, and then it was well, we haven't done it now. And now Lady's 7 years old now. She's 7 years old.
Were you trying to breed her or something?
No. But I did tell you about that one time the Mexican guy tried to get me to.
Yeah.
when we were walking around the neighborhood, some Mexican guy pulls up in a truck and goes, "Hey, is that your dog?" And I go, "The dog we're walking?" Yeah. And he goes, "You want to mate your dog with my dog?" And I go, "I'm going to pass on that, but have a nice day, sir. See you later." But she was never fixed. And then they said it's a big issue. She could get cancer. There could be other things. And they said, just schedule this at some point in time. So we ended up finally
now you have no more little doggy periods.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, that part is good because that's no good and no fun.
Having to wear that diaper around.
Yeah, she hasn't done that in a couple of years, but she now has to wear the stupid cone on her head for 10 days, wandering around the house, and then I'm gonna feel bad about leaving her alone too much. So we're gonna probably take it a little bit easier this weekend and make sure she's okay. I'm sure she's freaking out. Although they act
just
like
to wear it for 10 days,
but they said 10 to 15 days.
Whoa. No way she's going to make it that long.
No way. No, she doesn't like something like any other dog in the world. She doesn't want that around her head, for God's sake.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know that I've been pretty open about the situation in which I got Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he
stole her, by the way. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, but I adopted her in a parking
from that
lot.
same Mexican
dog
guy.
napper.
But in her paperwork, the day we got Lexi, we're like, wow, she's really lethargic. I hope she's okay. And then I looked at her paperwork and it was like, oh, she was spayed yesterday. She's still probably drugged up or something. I don't know.
And she didn't have a cone?
No cone.
What the hell? My God. I see. They told me that we had to have
she's
a cone
thriving.
in her head. And she's thriving. Look at her go now after all these years. So I got a couple of emails for you here, Moses.
All right.
Let's see. One of them is from Anonymous. They do not want to tell you what their name is. But this anonymous person says, "Hey, I'm just curious. Is it against the law
yes,
to drink THC drinks in public places? Oh. Is it against the law to drink those? Because they're all over the place now. Obviously, smoking weed in public is still, I think, against
I'm pretty sure, that's still against the law. I'd have to check the statute on that, see if it encompasses that yet or not.
I said, is it against the law to drink THC in a public place? We're in this weird area now, and they just changed the federal status of marijuana, I believe. So I don't know if that affects it. But the THC drinks, which are, there was a suggestion they were going to stop selling them at some point in time.
Well, didn't they only change the status of medical or medicinal marijuana and not recreational?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, that but so that doesn't. But even if they do change the status, none of that allows you to smoke weed in public, right?
Right, I believe that's because Florida has medical marijuana law. I haven't looked at it, but I believe that's under kind of the Florida law that you can't smoke it in public, or you're not supposed to.
Because people were complaining it's going to smell like weed everywhere.
Yeah, kids are going to smell it, that kind of thing. Now, looking at the open container statute, they do define open container as any container of an alcoholic beverage. So assuming there's no alcohol in those THC drinks,
then you
should be okay.
You're clear.
Interesting.
At least the way it reads right now.
Another question for you. It says, howdy, News Junkie crew. I tried parking on the curb of Lake Eola, it's downtown, on Saturday night, and I saw most of the parking meters were covered with reserved. All other cars will be towed, it said. How is an out-of-towner able to determine if something like this is legitimate? Or how do you fight it if your car is towed in a situation like this? They say, Moses.
Don't park there?
But they're saying...
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Wait. They're saying, how do you know if this wasn't just some random person putting the cover on?
You know,
I don't know that that's all that common.
Overly paranoid. I would think it's probably maybe more common for people to put like fake QR codes or something like that. Say, scan this QR code and pay for parking.
Right.
And then you may have more of a viable defense, or that you were tricked or duped. But in this situation, it sounds like there's a big thing that says reserve, don't park here, and they're not asking for any money.
You're just going to have to trust it by default, I think.
If you
Anonymous emails.
If you're duped by something like that, like a fake QR code, and you pay somebody out, you pay somebody else what you think is the parking rate for that parking spot, do you not still owe the money for whatever ticket you would be there for not paying for parking?
You do, but you can make the argument that you didn't have the intent not to pay, that you tried to pay. And so if you got a sympathetic judge, they may go along with that.
Unless you've done this 5 times.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anonymous emails.
Just keep getting me with the QR code, man.
Hi, I'm listening now, and I have a question about written threats to kill people in general. Okay.
Fantastic.
On what
I
side
know
of
someone. I know someone who was recently arrested for a written threat to kill. This person owns a large property with 3 other people, including her ex-boyfriend. There's been hostility amongst the owners for a few months. It's fallout over a business disagreement. They created an LLC and it didn't work out. The person was bullied and told to leave her house over the business disagreement, so she did voluntarily, but then became frustrated because her boyfriend would not stand up for her. She decided to text him a bunch of crazy things about how she wanted to destroy the neighbor's life and wanted to kill her and that she was going to kill her, etc. It was purely venting. This person had no intention of ever hurting anybody at the time. She did not believe that her boyfriend would show their neighbor the messages that she sent him in private. Her ex-boyfriend did, in fact, show the neighbor these text messages, and he knew that this person was on their way home. He and the neighbor called the police and tried to have her arrested for a written threat to kill. Because the statute states it does not have to be sent directly to the person. It could be transmitted to a third party as long as it's able to be read by another person. Is that true?
Yeah, it can be, because remember they're looking at like posting on Facebook, posting on social media. That's all kind of contained within the statute.
So if I send a message to C-Lane and I'm like, I'm going to kill Josh, that, even though I didn't send a threat to him, it's still considered a threat because it's through a third party.
Yeah, I mean, so the statute says send, post, or transmit. So obviously, even if you send it to a third party, that would be considered under the statute. But, the question becomes whether it's a viable threat to kill or do bodily injury or harm to another person.
All right, they continue. It says, the first time the police came, they did nothing. So the neighbor and the ex-boyfriend called the police again and filed a petition for an injunction. This person was served for a court hearing. The temporary injunction was denied. Then the neighbor and boyfriend called the police a third time after 0 incidents occurred. The third set of police officers were willing to overreach this time after seeing the injunction petition they had printed with only certain text messages included. Now this person has been arrested for a second-degree violent felony. She has never once threatened anyone on the property, had no intention of threatening anybody, and did not believe that her neighbor would ever see these messages. What do you think is going to happen to her? Does that change your mind at all, or?
I mean, consider if there's no criminal history there, they can probably plea it down a little bit and maybe get it down to a misdemeanor or something along those lines. But, from the strict reading of the statute, if they, posted, sent, or transmitted a threat saying they're going to kill or do bodily harm to another person, that's a violation of the statute, and they could be in trouble for it.
All right, here's the one that I wanted to run by you because I just think this is so insane and bizarre. Let me run this story for you. This is from Channel 3 Eyewitness News. about a law that they're working up in Hartford. All right, here it is. This is the story.
Well, if you own multiple pets in Hartford, a potential vote tonight could change how many you keep.
Hartford City Council could vote on that proposal tonight, which would limit how many cats and dogs you have at home. The ordinance, as we've been reporting on extensively, introduced last year after concerns about unvaccinated animals and public safety across the city.
Your reporter Sarah Jordan is live at City Hall with what this means for pet owners. So, Sierra, how many pets can owners have?
All right, this is real.
Well, Tracy, pet owners can have 6 pets in total with no more than 4 dogs. Animal control officers are sounding the alarm, and tonight the city council could do something about it.
All right, so they're saying in this particular city, Hartford, Connecticut, they're going to vote on a proposal that would limit you to no more than 6 cats and dogs combined, and no more than 4 of your animals can be dogs. Are you allowed to do that in a city? You can just ban people from having some number of pets?
Yeah, I mean, basically you can. Now, there could, depending on the state, there could be an argument that it possibly infringes on some sort of property rights if you already own the animal at the time this was passed. But certainly going forward, it could be enforceable. I think the argument or the question would be whether they could retroactively apply it to people.
Really? That's crazy to me. That's the kind of thing that will get everybody angry.
Oh, yeah.
Because you start telling people how many pets they can have.
Well, retroactively applying it would be a nightmare, too, because then you're going to end up with shelters full or people doing unsafe or irresponsible things to either try to hide or protect their animals. It would be a nightmare, I think.
Yeah, that's to me, that's pretty wild, but that's what they're working on there in Hartford, Connecticut for our friends over there. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And, of course, today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday in the whole week. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
We don't buffer. We improvise. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Friday, it's going to be a hot and breezy day. We'll be seeing temperatures soar into the low and middle 90s with a high of 93 degrees today in Orlando. For perspective, our average high is 86. We'll be expecting a good amount of sunshine and mostly dry conditions. However, for the weekend, that's where things really begin to shift. A cold front will bring increasing shower and storm chances with the potential of a couple of strong storms, especially north of Orlando, as we head towards tomorrow late afternoon and into the evening. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hear that? That's the sound of another savvy driver rolling into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. No hassle with appointments or dealer wait times. That's one smart bell.
Right now, Renewal by Anderson is giving Orlando...
Hello. Let's rate the show time. Rate the show for a dull mic. What's happening there, friends? Hello, Bootsy, weed consumers, Mando. How are you? Big Doug Millionaire, Feral Kitten. What's happening? Oh, gosh, they're asking for my code. Not supposed to share this code with anybody. Just going to type it in. 92. Shh, 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 shh. Don't tell no one. Nine shed spears out of 10, 8 fake threats. One person doesn't need 4 dogs. I have family members with 3 dogs, and it's a lot. Honestly, is a lot. When you're up to that many dogs, vacationing gets difficult, especially if they're big dogs. For me, previous to the baby, obviously, just having the one dog, it's like, you should just go to the friend's house or 8 C-Lane taking shots and being filmed. Here, and here. Hilarious video, but also my nightmare. There's going to be bikinis at bowling. Who's going to be in bikinis? Bowling for soup. Chunky. Oh, just got a little preview of today I learned. Turn that guy off. Nobody's listening. Always 10 out of 10. Thank you, Dale Tona. I'm going to go ahead and award Chatter of the Day to Ghostbird13 for your great callback to that hilarious video yesterday. Congratulations, Ghostbird13. Chatter of the Day. Got my button. What's everybody doing this weekend? I think I'm hopefully getting in my pool. Got the heater hooked up. Ran the electric yesterday. First time hooking up 240. First time hooking up anything to like one of those outdoor flexible conduit kind of deals. But it's done, and now she's purring. She better be. Or else I'm going to be in trouble. Ruffles has steakhouse barbecued flavor. They're good. You know, what I bought the other day, somebody in this chat recommended. Excuse me. I bought them again the other day because I was like, those were pretty good. The Hers chips that are cheddar and horseradish. Cheddar and horseradish Hers. That is a good time. Picked them up at the Wawa. Hell yeah. Flying up to Asheville for the week. Sergeant Dave, Asheville is a super fun place. I had a great time hanging around Asheville. Weird alcohol laws be damned. It was still a very fun time. And I know they got pretty banged up with one of those hurricanes, but I think they're I assume they're back in business. Check out Wicked Weed, the brewery. I don't know if things have changed around there since I last went, but at Wicked Weed, in like the tasting area at the bar, they will just give you samples of beer, they were just slinging samples of beer. They would give me the same samples. They didn't care. I eventually bought a beer just because I felt bad that I wasn't paying them anything, because they were just, here's a sample, here's a sample, here's a sample. Check out Wicked Weed. And if you like sours, check out the Wicked Weed Funkatorium. There. I've said it. Happy weekend, everybody. Let's land this thing.
Offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio. Radio. 104.1. No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news jump.
The cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Friday here on the show. Folks, let me just take a moment to thank you. Legitimately, thank you for hanging out with us. Not you, Moses. I didn't even turn your mic on. I didn't want you to be able to say you're welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Honestly, we appreciate you and taking the show along with you wherever you go throughout the week.
We love you.
And we love you. We couldn't do it without you. Legitimately, thank you so much. So if you want to catch up with anything that you missed, you can go to thenewsjunkie.com. The links to the podcast are all right there. Even more, if you want to go into the world of secret shows, one of these new subscribers that gobbled up all these gifted subs thanks to so many really nice people who went over there and gifted them. Go into the world of secret shows just like these folks by going over to thenewsjunkie.com. There you go. I did want to talk about a couple of things here on the way out. One, there's a movie, I guess, that's in theaters this week, which is a catastrophe, man. Catastrophe. The first thing I'll do is say, has anybody heard of Desert Warrior?
No.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Just so you know, Desert Warrior, the movie that is bombing this weekend, cost $150 million to make this film.
Didn't spend a lick of that on advertising?
I guess not. It said it was funded by the Saudis, like Saudi Arabian people. Desert, maybe they want to make the desert look nice for Saudi Arabia. I don't know what it was. But it's slated to make $472,000 in its opening weekend. I'm no financials guy, but if you make a movie for $150 million and it makes $472,000, good luck. I'm not sure if you're going to be making that back at the box office. Who's the star? Like, I don't know anything about this at all, really.
Anthony Mackie.
Oh, I know him, actually.
Ben Kingsley, yeah.
But Anthony Mackie, I know from what? He's from one of the Marvel movies.
Captain America.
Yeah, he's a Captain America guy. So they got big names in this.
And 8 Mile.
But it just, like, this says a historical action film called Desert Warrior.
It seems like it took them forever to get this done. This is 3 years ago with some fanfare. Saudi Arabia's first tentpole movie was announced, shot in a scenic area around the site of a futuristic city with a hefty $150 million budget. Is it just me, or I'm like, I don't care that Saudi Arabia loses that much money on a movie?
No, lose it. Of all the people who can lose money on something like this, it's fine. But it's usually a bad sign that the movie was finished filming in 2022.
A little bit.
And now you're just ready to release it in 2026.
I wonder why. Like, what causes that delay?
The movie sucks.
I guess
that must be what it is. Set in 7th century Arabia. Do I have you roped in yet, Moses?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't like that? 7th century Arabia.
Way better than 6th century.
Amongst the constant feuding between tribes, the ruthless Emperor Kisra wishes to make Princess Hind his concubine. However, she refuses, and instead, with the help of a legendary bandit, looks to confront the emperor, culminating in the Battle of Zakar. Oh my God!
It sounds kind of similar to the plot of Aladdin.
Yeah, it does a little, but Aladdin sounds better somehow. I don't know why. Something about that seems boring, and that's probably why it's going to be a box office disaster. But I'm with Sealand. I really don't care if, if they over in Saudi Arabia take a bath on a movie that they spent too much money on.
I mean, they spend a lot of money on everything. All those comics got a big paycheck.
Mm-hmm. They did, yeah. And people got all over them for that. I don't know if they got on the actors as well for this. But the other viral question going crazy this week, not about the push the blue button or red button, Moses, but answer me this. This one is getting a lot of attention online. And it should. It's from user Fudge Nipples, after all.
Good old Fudge Nips.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you're familiar. And the question that is going viral is a simple one. Would you rather have, which one of these two deals would you rather have? $10 per push-up that you do for the rest of your life, or $1 million right now? Which one of these options would you take? Either $10 for every single push-up you do for the rest of your life, or they give you $1 million right now.
So I'd have to do 100,000 push-ups to get $1 million.
Yes.
Easy. I mean, easy.
Yeah, but if that's your whole goal, like you're like, this is my job now.
Yeah. So I mean, how many push-ups could you reasonably do per day?
Now?
3.
Now I'm not going to be financially stable if I'm only on push-up base.
Do they have to be like good push-ups? Can I do girl push-ups?
Yes. Yeah, hold on. It says plain and simple. Both options are tax-free, either $10 per push-up per life or $1 million right now. They're both tax-free. Each option, the payment will go straight into your personal savings account immediately. Standard boot camp push-ups only, no knee push-ups. Ooh. Straight back, no butt up in the air. I mean, that... Like, I'd like to say that I would just be a money-making machine, but
I mean,
you get better over time.
It could cause you to get really good at push-ups and be more physically fit, and then now you're physically fit and you've got a nice little chunk of money to spend. But I know that like that first couple months, I would just be sitting there next to my bank account balance on my phone, doing the worst push-ups ever, and like struggling, like really, really struggling. And then I would do one, and I look over, and no money has hit my account. I'm like, come on, come on!
It's like a live ticker. You can
Yeah.
The brutal thing is, if you did turn that into your job, $10 per push-up. People who are asking, it's $10 per push-up for the rest of your life. $10, not $1. If I said that, $10 per push-up for the rest of your life, or $1 million. If you did it and you finally made the $1 million, you'd also be in really good shape.
This is true.
You get like the 1-2 punch, and then for the rest of your life, you can continue to make money with all those push-ups.
I mean, let's say you did 100 push-ups per day.
Yeah.
And so, at 365 days, that'd be $36,500 per year. So it basically take you about 27 years to get $1 million.
Oh God, that's then I'll take the $1 million.
Really pointing me towards that million, Moses.
I could take the $1 million and I could just invest the $1 million. Get that going right away.
Make a box office smash like the Saudis.
But then I'm never going to be in great shape because I didn't do the.
Wouldn't 100 push-ups a day net you $365,000 a year?
Maybe.
Hold math. Okay, well that's different. $365,000 a year is good.
It takes you 3 years to hit $1 million and then unlimited earning potential.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's way different then. Forget that.
Yeah.
Mo's math is bunk.
He's a lawyer.
If you can make $365,000 a year,
he's not an accountant.
100 push-ups a day is not crazy, right?
No.
No.
100 push-ups a day, $365,000 a year. I would take the push-ups in that case. That seems like it's actually better.
You could even do like 20 an hour for all the hours you're awake, and you'd rack up money real fast.
Yeah, and then you could do as much or little as you actually would want over time.
You take days off.
Probably take that. All right, it's time to get the hell out of here, folks. It is time to blaze on out of the way and into the weekend. Big plans, anybody, this weekend? Not for me, obviously.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you something. Hang on.
Hitting the pool. Hitting the pool, yeah.
Nice.
You got that fixed? I think I had some broken pool problems.
They said it's working today. It's heating up.
My God, look at this dude. Oh. Lady's got the cone on. Lady's got the cone on.
Happy. She doesn't look that miserable.
She's miserable inside. You just see it. She's got to wear this thing.
Drugs.
Was her tongue hanging out, or did Courtney just happen to get like that right moment?
She's just like this forever now. After the surgery, she's just stuck like this forever with a cone on her head and her tongue hanging out like a dummy.
Adorable.
Oh, God. All right, let's get out of here. Let me put this down and put this over here. It's time to get out the way. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, May 1st, 2026. Moses, you got this. What's this guy's name? Today I learned this guy.
Christopher Cross.
Christopher Cross is right. You just couldn't get it as fast as C-Lane.
He's better.
Every album by singer Christopher Cross features a flamingo on the album cover. According to Cross, there's no meaning behind this other than the painting chosen for his first album cover had a flamingo, and he just decided to keep going in that direction for some reason. Now it's like a lucky charm for him. If he doesn't put a flamingo on the cover of his next album, he thinks it will flop. Some of them must have flopped, though, right? I would think so. Today I learned this band right here.
Pearl Jam.
That's right. Pearl Jam is correct. Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam was smoking so much marijuana that he installed a fireman's pole at his house so he can get to his studio faster so he doesn't forget ideas for songs and lyrics that he's creating. Although, can we really tell what the lyrics are all that much?
That one guy knows.
Let's hear it from Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Thank you, Moses. Appreciate you. Everybody check out Secret Shows, 5 p.m. Posted every Friday. Go get it at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you on Monday, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over on thenewsjunkie.com. See you next time, everybody.